things, but the last time that she saw the Valkyrie, it's kind of a recurring nightmare for her, where she's in the landscape of blood. The corrupted tear is walking in the background, and she's, in a sense, she's trying to run away, but it feels as if she's running through molasses. She cannot get away. And she, in her nightmare, she watches over and over as the corrupted tear defeats the Valkyrie and sort of bit by bit tears her apart in a very sort of gruesome fashion. So she wakes up often sort of covered in a sweat with this sort of dream that she can't get away from the scene and she can't move towards the Valkyrie. So sort of, so not most recurring, most recent. This is something that she dreamt just actually before you guys came back to the Caesar Tower. That's me.
Gorm probably like sees himself like facing Ren or something like in her realm. And he's trying to ask Aegir for his help, but it's not within his jurisdiction, I would say. And he just dies.
Not everyone has happy dreams, at least. What did the elves dream of?
Oh yeah, wait. Wait.
The elves have been dreaming. What? I mean, they do
Oh wait,
something during that trance.
yeah, like basically, yeah. I'm basically thinking, what is Trymir fear? Rather, what does he fear while trancing? Oh, okay. I believe. Yeah, I believe for Trymir, he would basically have fears or nightmares about, well, in a way, letting his sister down and his people, the elves, down, and what he's capable of, like researching the history, keeping it safe, and yeah, stuff like that. Basically, he fears being a failure, failing what he is meant to be good at.
So how does that show up in his dreams? Is it like he tries to cast spells, but they just don't work? You know, like when you punch in a dream and just have no power.
Yeah, I guess something like that. Yeah, not being capable and failing.
But Kamala, I'm sure she has the most pleasant of all these dreams.
Of course, the nightmare is just a field of flowers. That's the nightmare. No. To Joe.
Oh, okay.
No, the nightmare is just her like.
Okay.
It starts like a pleasant dream, and then she's like feeling like the fangs like pricking into someone's neck, and just they're like drinking and drinking and drinking until they are dead. And then when they are like gone, one of the party's faces.
Oh yeah. Well, technically, if Carmilla, wait, if Carmilla like sucks blood from one of us, is our CR basically our level?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe that'll be foreshadowing, but
Yep. And oh yeah, and I must say, Carmela, when you mentioned like your nightmare is a field of flowers, I was thinking, oh, basically like Frieza in Hell from Dragon Ball.
Oh yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Has the have you got a recap for us tonight? Anyone?
Yep. Yep. So last session, we woke up. Uh, Basically, we were treated well within the town of Brada, mm, learning learning that its inhabitants were part of the what is it called again? The something alliance. Oh yeah, Svartalheim alliance, and Brada is one of the few like town cities like above ground where they do trade. And yep, and we learned more about oh wait, did we learn? But yeah, sorry, my memory's a bit scuffed. Uh, but yeah, we learned that we were part of this prophecy that we would bring Brada some sort of prosperity to Brada. Basically, we our presence made Brada much more eventful than usual, and and uh, and talking with the people of Brada, we learned that the dwarves mainly use rune magic, and they had a a stone forge run by two giants or half giants, and yeah, and uh, we went through the library trying to learn more about the prophecy and more about the what was the dragon about wait what was it what kind of dragon was it again Mithril dragon, yeah, Mithril. uh Learn about the Mithril dragon that lies within the frost forge that uh currently inhabits. And what else? Oh yeah, and we decided after studying a bit in the library, head down to the tunnels made by the dwarves uh, to scout about and see mm, what and see and basically learn how to travel through the tunnels. And, in the process, we discovered that the dwarves finding through the tunnels ran through some trouble with undead creatures. And before that, Primer actually found a journal made by the dwarves where it mentions that they believe the tunnels are haunted, but hears sad cries, and the dwarf can't explain it, but these sad cries sound like a giant. But and in the end, Trimer found a key. Doesn't know what it's for, but it was a dwarven made key within the journal, and decided to keep it on himself. And while in the tunnels, Carmilla was feeling hungry and decided to take a nibble on the dwarf, which didn't taste good, but scared the dwarf into thinking I didn't see anything. That was probably a ghost, hopefully, or something like that. And later
No,
we.
she tried to
Okay.
charm him and like make him think that it didn't happen, but her charm didn't take, so she just scared him instead, and he's now freaking out in the corner still, I think.
Okay. Yeah. And then suddenly, I believe Carmilla noticed that there was a undead creature, a Draugr, and for some reason, Carmilla, her infinite wisdom, decided, "Hey, this Draugr can be my friend," and decided to tie him up and name him Sven the Draugr. Yes, that happened. So we're just going with it. So we have Sven the Draugr with us, tied up like a pet with the rope, and Yeah, and we learned that there was more undead further down the tunnels with Jarl Drain. That was named Drain. Oh yeah, Drain. And there, and we were able to deal with the undead there, and we saw another Draugr like Sven that Carmilla captured, and we learned that upon slaying these Draugr creatures that have these like frost abilities, and we learned that once we slay these Draugr, they explode a big icy explosion, and it did a lot of damage. The DM rolled well. He rolled 46 from 8d8, so and a big radius explosion. So you better watch out for that. And and after dealing with the undead, we Svenja saw a crack and saw that there was some kind of ice giant through the crack, and a female ice giant, and we are not in like a sort of prayer position. And Trymir, looking through, sawing Frost Giant 2, saw the mask next to the this Frost Giant, and saw that it was the mask of Lorotax, that first self of Rhaenyra, who stole the heart of Mimir. And although he doesn't know why such a thing is here, but it is something that he that interests Trymir and to study.
Yeah, so
And see,
just to that point, Trymir would recognize them as masks of Lorifax. You would be the only one that is really aware of that um, name. To the rest of you, they're just big golden masks that are on the wall. But a couple of you have encountered similar things, so we shall see this week.
Yep.
I think
Yep.
that pretty much
Yep.
brings us right up to speed as you guys peeked through there and saw this seemingly a frost giant that it was kneeling there. You assumed maybe in prayer of some kind, but
Yeah.
Gorm, we're going to go to you as you kind of arrive here. Um, I'm not sure what Gorm was busy with necessarily. You can let me know if you've got something, but otherwise, you can see below you that like as where you're walking in there through that doorway is where the fighting has been happening. You can see two dwarves that they are each carrying a barrel. One is full of oil and one is full of smoke powder, and they seem to be like hurrying towards the room, like they were bringing it for the fight. And the Dvega Lord Thrain is standing with them, just hurrying them along.
Yeah, I want to question the Lord. I'll also rush in towards my part.
Let's go, lads, after them. I'm sure they're gonna need those barrels. And they both sort of follow you in there, Gorm, as you see the rest of the party has just moved into the next room where you've cleared the skeletons for now, but you can hear that there are a lot more behind the wall below you. I will remind you that, like where Mikil is standing over here, the wall looks a bit cracked and like they were already working on mining through it. But there is a big set of double doors that is also being pushed from the other side. You can hear and sort of see the fingers trying to peek through the cracks, these bony hands. And then lastly, you would know that right next to where Carmilla and Oriana are standing, there's like a bit of a drop, and the tunnel there is where a lot of the sounds are coming from. So although there are no skeletons in this room right now, you do know that they would be able to get in from underneath you and kind of hear them moving around. But where we rejoin you now is just as Gorm is joining the rest of the party as they've noticed that hole in the wall.
All right, are you ready to explore more of this cavern?
Yeah, which direction?
Hmm. Well, we know that there's some kind of frost giant in that hole there, so let's find our way through these tunnels. When we all eventually reach what kind of room that the frost giant is in. So, I, I say let's go. How about north here? The north doors above, right here.
You approach a set of doors that you can actually, Gorm and Trimere, you can both give me an investigation check as you approach the doors. But
All right.
they don't look locked.
Whoa. Yep. 18 from Trevor.
Those are doors.
So yeah, Gorm, nothing special about these doors, but Trimere, you notice something. These look quite familiar to you, actually. There's the sort of design on these doors you can see is this. They they look like it's got these golden filigree kind of leaves that are uh, in a design very elven design. These dwarves definitely look like um, similar to the architecture that you would have at home and that you've seen in many dwarven, I mean, in many elven settlements. But yeah, not what you would expect to find in a dwarvish mine. It seems they,
Especially underground. Yeah.
but it seems now, as you've seen, they were tunneling into this and they've kind of broken into it and found all these skeletons. It seems they may have tunneled into some elvish ruins.
Ah, okay. Yeah. Yeah, he'll let the party know that. Curious. These are elvish. These are elven runes. Guess this 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 trip is turning more interesting and eventful than I thought.
Quick question: did we level up this session?
No.
Did we level up the session before?
I know we're still level 7.
Oh, okay.
Why did you think you'd leveled up?
No, I couldn't figure out how he has more HP than me. I may,
Oh,
may,
I
maybe.
have a +4 con. That's why.
Yeah, that's why I asked. Wasn't sure.
Yeah. You also lost some of your hit point maximum when you were like summoning that blue draconic that sea creature
Yeah, I
when the
saw that.
werewolves attack.
It was a long time ago.
Yeah.
It was a temporary loss.
Yes, here, as you're looking at these doors, you can tell that they look like they're not completely closed, like they could easily be opened. But you hear from another set of similar looking doors, you can hear them just like rattling as these skeletons try to break through from the other side. You're not sure how much longer they'll hold.
I might as
Oh,
well
okay.
get
So,
ready.
oh wait. So, are you saying that undead are behind this door while we're at this door we don't no undead are like bashing in through this door?
Yes, you hear nothing coming from the door up at the top, but there is definitely a lot of activity. Things aren't working for some reason, but yeah, the locked doors are the ones that they're trying to break through. But if you want to look into that room, you can. There's, yeah, it just doesn't seem
Okay.
like it's been explored. yet.
Okay. Yeah. Right. We enter room. Let's see.
So, okay, the skeletons are on these doors on the south. That's where they're making noise, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, as you walk in here, Gorm, you will immediately be able to recognize, having your mother being who she is, you'll immediately recognize that there are a couple of shelves in front of you that have got several components that one would use for rituals and things. It doesn't seem like there's much left. This is really like, I mean, think of walking into one of those Skyrim dungeons, like the kind of ruined room like that. Um, you can see there is a grate on the one side where underneath you can still hear the skeletons, but the shelves in front of you, you can see that they've got components that you would need for burial rituals, and they look very old and unused. There is a torch burning on the wall that looks magical, but that's your passive perception can tell you all of that.
Dave, I think Tanya would ask while they're doing that the dwarves to put the barrel of gunpowder in front of these other two doors and put the oil next to it and sort of run a little trail of oil to over here. And she will take a actual normal torch in her hand, being ready to light the oil. So basically, if the skeletons break through, she will light the oil, and hopefully the gunpowder barrel will kill most of the skeletons. That's kind of the plan she has.
Okay, yeah, you can definitely do that. Um, cool. Yeah, so you want to setting it up at the doors, right? Not the crack door.
Yes, so the doors are where they're trying to break through, right?
Yeah,
They're sort of rattling
there's
here.
yeah, they're rattling on the doors there. You can hear there's a lot beyond that door, but you can also tell that there's a weaker wall a little bit away from the doors. So there's like you could blast your way into the what you assume is the same room on the other side, two different ways if you wanted to do it like that. So,
Yeah, no,
but
at the
you can
moment it's
definitely
it's
hear that there
it's
are.
defensive. It's defensive AOE at the moment. It's not mining right now, but if the dwarves have more gunpowder and oil, she'll ask them to do the same in front of this other little wall, so that basically, if they break through and come into the room, that we have a first advantage explosion thing.
Yeah, it's going to be either or. So you can either choose the doors or the wall, but you've got enough to set up that kind of explosion.
Okay, let's do the doors because they are trying to break through there. We don't. I mean, if she peeks through the crack, are there skeletons on that side trying to hack through the crack as well, or is it they're all focused on the door? Sorry,
Yeah, you
this is
don't see any
a distraction.
you don't see any by the crack, but you can't really see through that wall. You can definitely hear more on the other side, but you can 100% confirm that they are at the door. You know you'll get at least like two or three if you blast the doors. You don't know on the other side.
Okay, cool. So, setting the gunpowder barrel far enough away from the doors, if the skeletons break through, that they don't bash it out of the way, basically.
I mean, the trap is set. They might be able to knock it over depending on how violently they break through the door. But right now, the explosives are set. So what are the rest of you doing in the other room that seems to have some burial ritual component?
Yeah, that explains the Draugr. Well, the source of the Draugr.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, seeing all these components can try and make a Arcana check to see what the purpose of these components are.
The burial ritual.
Ah, oh okay. right? And nothing else in this room. Just
Yeah, you see another tunnel heads off in front of you, but it looks like it's caved in. You could probably break your way through there with some mining, but that probably just leads into like more of the mountain.
yeah,
And
yeah.
there were probably rooms a long time ago, but yeah, they've this has all just been uncovered very recently again. It seems very old.
Yep. And you mentioned that Gorm saw something magical. What was that?
The torch.
Just the
was
torch.
still
It
working.
seems like you can make an Arcana check if you want to identify that.
Ah, okay. 18.
Yeah, you can tell that there's a continual flame spell on that torch. It will probably never go out.
Okay. And like unless dispel or destroyed, I assume.
Or probably taken off of the wall. It seems like it was enchanted there. It's more like the sconce on the wall is enchanted. So if you were to break it, you'd probably break the enchantment.
Okay.
Oh, that was fast thinking by the DM there.
Yeah. Oops. I set up the light in that room. It's been on this whole time. To be fair, I think elves are probably the most likely of the races to like leave the oven on. You know, there's not much of a rush in anything when you live for hundreds of years.
Yep. Okay.
After like the 60th year of lighting the same torch every time you go to work, you're like, you know what? I'm just gonna leave this on. It's just continual flame. But
Yeah.
you as you are seeing this, you hear the dwarves shouting, "All right, it's ready to blow!" And the two of them sort of rush away.
What did I mean? Ready? Or the skeletons are about to break through?
They meant that the thing is ready, but the skeletons just rolled an 18 to break through the door. So
Oh
you
damn.
can see as they're kind of shouting that they've set it up. There's like an oil trail that you can light to the smoke powder barrel. But as you turn around and all of you are going to see that those doors are starting to crack off of their hinges as you hear the skeletons getting louder on the other side.
Okay, fire in the. So she will hold the action of lighting the oil until the first skeleton is visible through the broken door. She really wants to catch as many as possible in the explosion. This is assuming that the oil lights and the barrel explodes sort of fairly quickly. Not instantaneously, but like a second or so.
Yeah. I will say as you're firing this is going to happen sort of simultaneously as they're breaking through the door, and you let off whatever you're doing to actually light it. But are you guys happy with where you are standing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll
Yes.
say I'll do 1 foot away.
Move away a bit, and I just need to check something very quickly. She will be using Seance of the Valkyrie. Harmless. No, that doesn't work. She will use Seance of the Valkyrie, instantaneously light or snuff out a candle, torch, or small campfire. So she will actually sort of remote trigger it with the cantrip.
Okay. And sorry, you said that cantrip was what?
Seance of the Valkyrie. It's basically Druidcraft on steroids. I can put it in the chat for you.
Yeah, can you? I didn't know you could set things on fire with that.
So it says light a torch or a small campfire, so I'm guessing it will set oil on fire.
Yeah, yeah, you've got the trail, and that as the door breaks open and you see the bony hands clawing through, as you see the face of the first skeleton, the the fire just ignites that smoke powder and there is an almighty explosion. I'm going to need Gorm to please give me a deck save with advantage because you've got a little bit of cover there, but and you're a little bit lower down, but the skeletons are going to make. And you can roll. Oh, man, why do Christo, you can roll 7d6, please.
Ooh, big numbers.
28. Nice.
So half of 20 and 14, so that is enough to kill them even if they succeed. As this massive explosion goes off and fills the tunnel behind the doors as you just hear bones clattering off the walls and you kill a number of.
So Svenja will sort of do a fist pump in the air and go, yes! And then realize that the king is watching and like pretend to be cool and relaxed about it.
And with that, as the smoke clears, you can see that the tunnel is kind of open, and you see another skeleton sort of stepping through, as it seems like there's more of them around the corner. But I think at this point is where we're going to roll for an.
Right. What was your deck save, April? 22.
22,
Okay.
but I have shield master evasion. So if I take half on a success, I'll use reaction and take no damage.
Oh, nice. So it just raises the shield, and that blast goes right over it.
Yep.
Ah,
Okay. So then we will begin with Svenja, as your plan has worked and you've got the jump on them. Also, point out you've got a tunnel behind you that you may also be able to use, but that's full of skeletons and you can't see squat in there.
What does she see if she moves over this way? Oh, there we go. That target and wallop with a spear. She's 30 feet away. I must first check, sorry. No, she isn't. Shit.
Yep, there we go.
Let me 30 feet away now. Yep. Okay, so attacking him. Oh, crap. Misses. Okay. That is my turn. I don't have any bonus action.
Sorry, are you? You were attacking from 30 feet away.
Yes.
Okay, cool. It just because it moved. But yeah, that's okay.
Sorry,
Why
just
do
move
you?
me back there. Here we go. Right, that is my turn.
Then that takes us on to combat as you start assaulting the tunnel.
A secret tunnel, you see. Time to get down to tunnel.
Secret tunnel.
Do not start that one because then I'm starting singing.
Hey, you said it.
Do 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 do.
So I'll say because you are pushing Sven ahead of you, the skeleton pays very little mind to you as you approach, and you kind of peek out at the last second. You'll have advantage on these attacks.
Good Sven.
Halved his hit points there. Not sure what you're breaking off. Oh, that'll do it.
Oh, I can just imagine it. I'm just coming there and like swinging through it and just breaking the what's called the spinal cord, like in the middle of the chest. And then just for an insult, I'm just turning back the knife and just like also decapitating the skeleton. So you gotta kill them all. Oh, that's fine. Oh well. We're fine.
So actually, Combiner, I'd like you to give me a stealth check there at the end of your turn as you're leading with this Draugr, and you turn the corner to see the room just full of skeletons that are clearly moving towards the noise and are trying to make their way down that tunnel.
Oh.
Nah.
Okay, that's going to be verse there.
Oh no.
Oh, okay, they got a 14. Look, it's a horde of skeletons that were pretty damn bad inside. But they, as this drug is kind of moving towards them, and you're just poking out from behind and breaking these things, the Draugr in front of you just lets out a growl, even though he's gagged, and the swarm, the whole horde, is going to start moving in towards you. I'm going to keep them where they are, just because the token is kind of a mess, but they are kind of moving into your space there, or into Sven's space.
Yeah.
As they are all now swarming around you, they are going to make a multi. So 4 attacks, and yeah, so they're going to make 4 short sword attacks against you. So they, I think a 14 misses. Sorry, I wasn't targeting.
Yeah, miss. Hit by 0.
Okay, last one. Oh man, rolling one. Can you see the rolls?
I cannot.
No.
I can only see the results.
Oh damn, sorry. So yeah, I got a 22, a 25, and a 17 that hit you, and the 14 missed. So just as they start swarming around, you just feel these blades coming at you from every angle. You're trying to deflect and parry, but still holding on to your own Draga. You get cut up a little bit, and then the skeleton in front of you, he is going to try and move up a little bit. He's quite broken as well, but is going to get one more attack against. Oh my god, that was a crit.
Yeah, you're rolling good for these skeletons.
Yeah, so 13 points of damage on that one. Luckily, they're just skeletons. Otherwise, that could have been much worse. But yeah, they are really the undead are swarming. And Vimir, we go to you as you just see Kamala round the corner and hear the clash of swords and the bones clattering.
Right. Trimer is gonna use his action to dash, so he's gonna run. So 60 feet, or 55 right here. He just turned the corner, seeing what's up. I was like, oh my gosh. Hmm. Oh yeah. Okay. And let's see. Mm, what to do? What to do? Uh, he can move. He can move one more square, to 60 feet, and he's gonna use his bonus action, Meta Magic feature, uh, Quicken spell, so he can cast a spell as a bonus action, and he's gonna cast. He's gonna cast Lightning Bolt. Oh, okay, place measure. Yep, and this is what he's gonna do.
Okay. So yeah, you. What does it look like as you wipe out the skeleton in front of you and clear like a whole line right through the horde?
Yeah, I can't imagine. Like it connects with the blue lightning. Like once again, he casts lightning bolt by like clasping his hands together, creating this surge of lightning, and then he claps his hand again to create this line of lightning that connects to the bones, like, and then connecting to the other skeleton bones, like, as it as they fall apart and clutter to the ground. As they're dismembered, and basically once there was a full body skeleton, but now they're just on the ground, clattered, unmoving.
Some of their bones turn to dust as there is now just the swarm starts kind of moving in on the gap that you created, but you've eliminated quite a number of them actually, and the one that just got a real good stab in on Kamala is down. Actually going to remove the skeleton.
And
Very nice. Is that your turn?
yep, and wait, how do I try to remove this animation?
Most likely layer 2.
If you go to measurement controls, you should be able to hover over it and and press delete, but it will. It'll only last for a turn, so that'll last and as that's
Okay.
happening.
Rush here. And since I cannot see anyone, I'll hold my action to cast Sacred Flame. That's all.
Okay, Svenja, back to you.
Okay, so Carmilla is badly injured. How badly is badly injured?
Bloodied.
He's behind the wall.
Don't think you can really see it from where you are at the moment.
Okay, fair enough. Sorry, having trouble with the maps. Move down. There. And use her bonus action to cast Word on Camilla. Let's do that. Level 1. 9 points of healing. And then as an action, you will cast Lord's Flick into the ward. 7 points of damage to the first one. Second. Wow, nice. So 22 points of psychic damage.
Nice.
So
What does it look like as you take out a couple of skeletons in the horde?
Right, so she's sort of coming dashing around the corners, almost like a skidding on the dust of the skeleton bones and things, debris from the explosion. And as she sort of flicks out with the tip of the spear the Loki's daggers towards the skeletons, she almost just shots in Camilla's general direction with her left. Well, her left hand's got a shielding, so not that. Just heal, not now. And so it's almost like the dagger shoots out of the tip of the spear, the two daggers at the same time as the healing energy flows out of her left hand towards over Camilla. And then she sees what they're confronting and says, "Fuck," and that's her turn.
That takes us to Carmilla as you you feel a bit of that wound that you just suffered knit itself closed, and the lightning bolt beside you has taken that one down. You can
Okay. Oh well. I'm to cut down skeleton.
I will say you can enter the space of the horde, and they can enter your space as well. So you can move right into the thick of it.
That's impressive. 7, 8, 9 on the die.
Very nice. And some decent damage as well. You're slicing and dicing it.
And I'm like, Well, they're all yours.
Okay, yeah, so they are going to take an opportunity attack against you as you try and get away. Oh, but they can't because you've got mobile. Right? So instead, as Kamala just moves through the crowd, you're just seeing like skulls flying and just arm bones and all kinds of bits and pieces flying all over the place as she makes her way back out of the horde and into the tunnel. The horde is going to unleash a volley of arrows and is going to target. Yeah, they just into the hallway there. They can just get three. And I need you guys to please make a dex saving throw or take yeesh. Success. Svenja. Okay, Svenja, please click on the thing in the chat.
Oh, and I'm on mute. Okay, I'll take the 20.
That's cool, yeah. I mean, that's a success. So, Camilla, just hit the prompt in the chat there for a dex save. Camilla? Where did you?
Ah, well, 22.
Okay, so you guys take half damage there. That is reducing it to 18. Meaning that Camilla is still up. That would have probably just taken her down, actually. It would have been 36, but is reduced to 18. And then we go to. Wait, let me just double. Body as an action. Yeah. So that is going to take us to Trymere with Storm on deck.
All right, Timer's got to do the old classic Firebolt. Firebolt. Shifting. Ooh, yeah, 24, 2d. All right, 9 fire damage. Yep, and that is his turn.
Okay, just sharpshooting some of the more dangerous skeletons as they start making their way towards you, just keeping them back. As within, yeah, I think then we go to.
It's the bonus action. I will. Once it lets me. With my crimson right. Now I'll deal extra 1d6 damage on my attacks. And I'll rush in.
What kind of damage is that? By the way?
Thunder.
Oh, nice.
And I'll attack with my Warhammer. And I'll miss.
It's sat on the 20 for so long.
And now I hit. And plus 1d6. Not sure I can tell it that it's thunder, but not sure if it matters.
It's fine. You can just add the extra d6.
A 1. Yeah, fantastic. Oh it
Okay,
worked.
so it did recognize it as thunder.
No,
That's
I
cool.
just wrote
Um,
thunder with like same as bludgeoning. I just wrote thunder
oh, nice.
manually.
Yeah, it did work it out because they are vulnerable to the
Bludgeoning.
As as you crash through that, you are going to bring the horde to half of its hit points, which means that it now is not quite as strong. There are only half as many of those skeletons left.
Yeah,
So I'm
that's me.
actually going to make it more.
Okay, so fuck, I should have activated the Google helmet. That's actually too late. So she will Svenja will mutter an incantation in a sort of a very old form of Norse and ask for Freya's blessing as an aura of vitality emanates from her. And let me see if I can do this place measure template go thing. Oops, I think that went in the wrong place. And okay, it seems to have applied it to
Yeah, it's applied it to all the people that are in the area you targeted. Is that where you targeted?
it should have technically been around her. So yeah, template space. Can I move that? No. So it should have targeted all of us rather than
Layer 2.
I have no idea. So I am completely incompetent when it comes to
Yeah.
this. Okay, so it's a 30-foot. And the description technically is one creature, which I think they nerfed it quite badly. This used to be a slightly overpowered spell, but okay. So the one creature that gets a healing will be
No?
obviously Camilla. She'll get that 7 points of healing. I think I broke Foundry. Foundry broke me.
Yeah, the AoE stuff is
And the Horde should not have gotten the healing. Right. So is Gorm now engaging with the Horde?
Yeah.
I think we did training way back when to do shield wall kind of thing. Was it Gorm's mother who did the training? Oops. No, she
Could have
stopped
been
doing
Yorm's
mother.
Yormont. Okay, so she would step up next to Gorm and activate shield wall mode. We're trying to get the Horde or keep the Horde essentially contained there so they can't swarm around Gorm and Svenja. So that's what I would like to do.
Okay.
As much of
Cool. Yeah, as Svenja joins Gorm, then they form up. Camilla would. Sorry, just the person that you gave the healing to, did you apply healing?
no, but I don't think it did.
Yeah, I don't think you rolled for it either. Just roll the 2d6 and then just who were you giving it to?
To Kamala. She's most badly injured. 5 points. Does not actually make a big difference, does it? It's aura vitality. I'll swap it out.
It's a lot of difference. You'll learn it in
It's
one
yeah.
day.
because
Yeah.
you don't have to spend a spell slot every time, and you basically have a healing, well, a low healing every bonus action. It's huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. And
That's
basically
fair enough.
concentrating it
If you
for
have-
1 minute, you have 9 more 2d6, so 18 more d6 healing total. But yeah, do it every bonus action.
Yeah, which is why she's not throwing out that rapier right now. So she's shield walling and healing.
So yeah, Carmelo, 5 hit points back to you, and then we go to your turn.
It's time. Hmm.
Yeah, it was
Indeed.
part of the shield wall training, just that, like they have in the Vikings TV series, like where we say lower and she attacks over it and we put the shield wall back up. Is that kind of part of what we trained, or is that pushing it a little bit so she can attack from between us?
Yeah, no, I mean, that is a big part of the 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 tactic. There's either you're just kind of swinging the axe over the top, or you open the shield wall and let one of them fall through for it to just uh, and then you close the shield wall again, so you've trapped one at a time, and she just cuts them to pieces. Oh yeah, whatever you're doing, it's working.
Ooh, nice rolls.
Cut. Then retreat behind cover.
Okay. Yeah, you managed to take out another couple of them there, and the horde is going to fight back, trying to break this shield wall by making an attack against each of you. Because it is half. Hold on. Yeah, because it's now below half hit points, it only gets 2 attacks. Instead of. So let's see. Oh no, wrong targets there. Okay, first against. And a miss against Svenja as the shield wall holds, and they're all just clattering onto the two of you, holding them back and just beating them back as we go to try. And yeah, you have the ranged support. Yeah.
Yep. Once again, oh fateful firebolt. Target. And firebolt. Yep, hits. Oh, level 5. Yep, and as his turn. Yep.
Taking out a few skeletons, putting us back on the front line with Gorm.
Hammer.
It's hammer time.
If it's just on my screen, but Gorm's dice keep teasing the 20. tonight.
Yeah, it did. I did notice on this one it teases. Well, that's one hit.
Pretty good hit.
Another one.
Ooh. Yeah.
Two damage.
How do you want to do this?
I just swipe wide from the side away from Svenja and just like take a lot of them as they swipe from one side and to the other. As they rush forward to replace the others, and I just delete them as well.
I mean, so we've practiced this. As Gorm swipes around, Svenja would just duck a little bit behind the shield so that the hammer goes over her head and back for the second one. There's many times during practice where this didn't work and she had the bruises to show it, but today it worked.
But as we come out of combat here, and you have defeated the horde of skeletons. Also, in this moment, Trymere, you can please you can make an investigation check for me, but there's no rush on that. I just
Okay, only me. No one else.
yeah, only you.
Okay, come on. Let's roll. Let's roll. Ah, no. You know what? I'm gonna use my. Why not? I'm gonna use my one inspiration I got from accepting that one from earlier sessions.
No.
Yeah. Yep. So investigation. Again. There we go. Much better. 18.
Okay. With an 18, it's like you don't notice it first because it's just a bunch of skeletons. But as the battle comes to a close, you look at one of the skeletons lying on the floor, and the armor that it's wearing, it's just like tattered sort of pieces of what was once armor. But you realize that it's layered to look like the seeds of a pine cone, and you recognize that is elvish armor. These skeletons, these are the skeletons of long dead elves.
Okay. Yeah, makes sense. We're in an elvish room. I wonder, is Sven the same? Is he a elven skeleton, Sven?
Sven is wearing a helmet that seems to be frozen to his skull, but there's a good chance that he was once an elf. It's very hard to tell, but they are. I mean, the ears are the biggest giveaway. Sven looks like he's seen better days.
Okay, so Carmilla needs to come closer so that I can healing her. So I've used 3 rounds on myself plus 1 initially, so there's another 6 left.
Just make sure that you have her targeted because you're still targeting all the dwarves and the other elves.
Yeah, it's not coming through as. Well, let me see actually if I scroll all the
Okay,
way
well
up.
that's fine. You might just want to untarget them because just now you'll throw a damaging spell that kill all the people behind you back. Yeah, you said the first 2 were going to you, so the 8 to you, and then
No, so the first 3 rounds went through to me, so there's 4 in total used. I can't target her. I think it's because we're out of combat. Instead of rolling 2d6 times, let me just roll 12d6.
Yep.
And
Oh, damn it, a lot of ones, but that's decent.
35 points, Camilla. Try me how much?
Oh, I'm good. It's just I'm 40 out of 58, but I should be fine. I suggest give it all to Carmela since she's like a frontliner.
Yeah. Well, it's 35 more than you need.
40, 35. That's a great number. That's almost enough to bring me full.
Yep. Yeah, give it all to Carmela.
Okay. Cool. So we are okay. I feel better about aura vitality now.
and just
So
for my
whilst
clarification,
doing his investigation,
sorry, with the aura of vitality, just is that it lasts for a certain amount of time.
1 minute.
1 minute, yes, so 10 rounds.
Yeah, so basically he has 20 d6 of healing, but he has to use 2 d6 every bonus action. So it's good out of combat and in combat as well if someone's down.
Yeah, so that's basically her just concentrating and continuing to sort of slightly out of tune, which is weird for her, as she pulses the healing energy into herself and Camilla, and whilst Trymir is messing around and doing his investigation of armor.
Because the audience is trying to give you guys extra inspiration. Yeah, also
Wait,
it
we
just
have an
checks.
audience?
It just try me. You can check your inspiration as used as well. I just see it still.
Oh, where is it?
If you look next to your level, where yeah, why does your level say 8?
Oh, what the? It does? But I still have like one 4th level spell slot, so I don't.
It says magical guidance. 1.
Oh, that was a feature I was trying to add within my feature. Wait, let me remove that. Mm. Mm.
Okay, what is that feature? What is giving you that?
Oh, okay, yeah, let me show you. It's right here. Oh yeah, that reminds me. I could have used that instead of my inspiration. Damn it. Okay, there you go.
Okay, I don't know. Where is that on your sheets? Guys, this is
Oh, it's on D&D Beyond.
okay.
It's not
well,
showing
I
on.
don't know what you,
It's not showing on Foundry, but it's on D&D Beyond.
well, I don't know what you just did to deactivate it because now it's fine again. Back to 7.
Oh yeah, I fixed it.
Just make sure that it hasn't done it. The only thing the level change should have affected is your proficiency bonus, really. But just make sure that everything is how it is meant to be on your founder sheet.
Yeah, but I do have that feature, magical guidance.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, sorry. That I can't even. Oh, I was just trying to show you where the inspiration was, but that's checked off. So,
Yep, I
you
did
guys
that.
have got a large pile of well, bone dust basically if you want to do some harvesting. But other than that, there is another set of doors on the other side of this room, and you can tell that that probably leads into the room that you saw through the hole in the wall where the giant was. But in here, it seems like this is where all of the skeletons were, and you have killed them all.
Right. I'm gonna use the Pearl of Power so I can get a level 3 spell slot back.
Ah, excellent. Okay, so the arm sort of old and rusted.
Yep. So we're ready to enter this next room where this frost giant was.
I feel the need to say proceed with caution, checking the ceiling and stuff. Traps, so at half speed.
Oh, that's just this giant skeleton spider on the ceiling.
I covered some sorcery points. I'm gonna get more sorcery points back.
Yeah, so as you can hear that it has gotten a lot quieter in here now that all the skeletons have stopped growling, and Sven might still be struggling a little bit, but other than that, is anyone doing anything to prepare before you actually go through the doors, or you got a strategy for when you do?
Oh yeah. Assuming that this frost giant has ice abilities, I'm gonna target Carmilla and Gorm. I'm gonna cast the spell. First, I'm gonna twin it, where I'm gonna cast. There you go. Protection from energy, where they are gonna get protection from resistance to cold damage.
I assume it's a good time to tell you I have resistance to cold damage.
Oh, already, Carmilla, you already have that.
I have that. Not sure about Carmilla.
No, I don't.
Oh, okay. Oh wait, hold on. You can just remove that from yourself. I'll cast it on Svenja then.
Well, if we are going to be
So-
paranoid, your inner Arsimar would cast Blessed on Camilla, Gorm, and Trymir. And
Fenway would ask to the people from Raudavik, he'd say, have you fought many giants before? Any particular strategies you like to use? That shield wall seems well practiced.
Well, we befriended one, but the other option, as strategy comes, would be not dying.
Yep.
Yeah, you remember remember the dude that came with us, the big one? We defeated him when he was undead, but I admitted. Okay, it doesn't look like the Bless spell has targeted 3 people, so I'm just going to cast it 3 times.
We didn't defeat him, we just convinced him. Well, not convinced him, showed him that we are allies.
Yeah, that will, I'll also remind you, was after Aelson revived him. He used Aelson cast True Resurrection on him before you turned him to your side.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, so I
So
think
far,
bottom line, we're not going to try and fight the giant.
yeah.
So
Basically,
the hypothesis that Svenja has is that the bride of the body of the bride of the dragon and the source of the ghost that the dwarves have been hearing crying. Because I did they say it sounded like a female giant? I seem to recall. Cries?
more like a crying giant, not. It wasn't specifically female, but just a crying giant.
Yeah, they never
Svenja's
mentioned it. They kind of, the fact that it was this booming voice was what gave away that it was a giant. But yeah, That was all speculation on their part.
Yeah.
But you did just see the creature through the hole in the wall, and it does look feminine for sure.
Yep. Yeah. So far the plan is like to talk to the giant, see like what's up, what's she doing here,
Yeah.
and if she's hostile, then looks like we gotta be hostile back. Right? Everyone agree with that? Just talk to her, see what's up, and if she's hostile, we gotta be hostile back.
I open the door.
Just I prefer not here. So eyes glow. There's a radius light around her, and there's everybody. I don't know how to activate that radius. But okay, it's if we do end up in combat, there's a +1 on the closest.
I walk in.
Whoops.
As you walk into the room, you will see the back of this giant that is still down on one knee, kind of resting its hands on this massive axe as it kind of slowly turns its head as you walk into the room, and that light fills the room.
Ooh.
You can tell that. Sorry, Svenja, if you are speaking, you're breaking up. I can't tell if that's just background.
No, that was his background.
Yeah, you can tell that the chamber that you're walking into is very old and is kind of crumbling. It is quite unstable here, and you can tell that the dwarves have kind of mined into this place, and the cavern was already here, but it is cold as hell, and it is you're not sure if that's just coming from the giant or from the wind coming from the other tunnels leading into this room. But that that giant seems to be kneeling in front of three of these giant golden faces in the wall, and it seems to have noticed you on its approach, but it isn't immediately like attacking you. It seems to be moving very slowly.
I would say not we with a bit of an accent.
Wait.
Sorry, I didn't catch any of that.
Yeah, me too. Can't hear you. Say again.
Let me try again. So Svenja would say, we have no wish to harm you, orc, in giant.
And did you hear that, Dan?
Yeah, I think I've heard most of it. As it hears these words in giant, starts slowly standing to its feet and turning to face you, just holding its axe, grasping it in two hands, just like the token. And it stands up and turns to face all of you.
I wonder for Trymere and the other elves, it's gonna recommend like kind of staying out of sight behind this pillar because seeing the undead skeletons is good. Trymere has a feeling that this giant does not like elves.
So saying that, Ariana will sort of go up. She was the only one actually that the giant can actually see right now.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm looking from its sight. It can only see Sven, Svenja, and Gorm right now, and that's who it's looking down at. And it says,
Okay.
in giant, it will respond to Svenja, as you will hear it just saying, says, "Who dares disturb this place? You should not be here."
Okay. So Svenja would reply, "We mean no disrespect. We seek to restore the Frost Forge and thought that you were trapped here as a prisoner."
Forge. You see it kind of look off to the side for a moment as you say that, and you can give me an insight check. Svenja and Gorm, as you're the only ones that can currently see this thing.
Yep. And to let you know, Trymere knows giant, so he can hear her words or
Yeah, you
understand.
can hear it, but the insight check is to see facial. So Svenja, you can tell that she seems kind of confused as you say that. She seems like she's a bit delirious, or like she's remembering something as you say that. But Gorm, you can tell that it's not just she doesn't just seem confused. This is an undead creature, and you know that some Draugr maintain some semblance of like a memory of the life that they lived, and it seems like this creature is probably already dead and has already passed on, but is like trapped in this place, spiritually speaking. So it's not that it's been like locked in here. This it seems to have been drawn here and is probably connected to the fact that this is some kind of a burial chamber that you find yourself in.
I'll whisper it to the party in common. I don't speak giant either way.
Yeah, so you're just getting the impression like, no, that thing's a ghost. It's probably lost to us. But Svenja, the fact that it's speaking to you makes you question it, as she's just muttering to herself now. "No, the forge is gone. The elves took it," and you can see she's gripping her axe like with fury.
Trymere, stay out of sight, please.
Yep. 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 That's why Trymere wanted to stay outside. Like he had a feeling that this giant did not like elves. Trymere will mention. Ask her if she knows Hiorin.
Yep, we'll do that. Does she know Euron?
You can give me a persuasion check as you say Huron's name, as this definitely you get the impression this could have been someone that Huron knew.
Oh
But
shit!
What a lovely time to roll in that one.
We have
Do you have inspiration?
resources in the party thing.
That's a good idea. Let's reroll
It's a good
it.
idea to re-roll that, even with a plus 11 you have.
There we go.
Okay. Yeah, so that's a 20 rerolled.
I'm sorry, you were using party inspiration.
Yes, because I don't seem to have any left in my own.
Cool, I've marked it down. Yeah, at first she just says Hjorund. I know that name, and then she eyes kind of light up for a moment, and you see this. There's like a connection that comes back as she looks down at you, and she says, What are you? What are you doing here? Is Hjorund with you? Has he returned? Have the heroes returned from Raudathor? And she starts like taking a few steps forward and almost falling back down onto one knee. She reaches a hand out towards you.
Okay, this would be the reroll character time. So she would step forward and sort of reach up and touch her hand and say to her, "He is back.
I'll
He
motion
is
to the
outside."
elves. Oh, yeah, sorry.
Um,
I motion to the elves to leave the room quickly.
You know what? At this, Trymir is going to. He's gonna. Yeah, he's gonna use. He's gonna use all. He's gonna convert all of his sorcery points. Where he gains his 4th level spell slot back. And it's gonna cast. It's actually gonna cast. It's gonna end concentration on Flexion Energy, but this is worth it. So it's gonna cast invisibility, but at 4th level, so he can target all 3 of his himself and his 2 elven companions
That also
as
works.
as invisible.
Okay, that as you do this, the Gorm, you will notice that you'll hear the sound familiar now as it's the same sound coming from Camilla's Draga as another Frost Draga stumbles out, like seemingly drawn, and the smell of you guys turns its head to you, and the 3 elves behind you disappear. Um, yeah, there's a Draga on either side of you, but it seems to be looking in your direction. And if it moves in, it could alert the giant. The giant doesn't seem to have noticed it yet.
You didn't notice the Draugr, or
Yeah, it doesn't seem to have noticed the Drago, but the Drago's noticed you, and the giant is currently like having a creation of man sort of moment with Svenja as they're having this.
yeah,
yeah, I'm just inconspicuously tiptoeing to the other side. Because the giant has seen me, but I'm just going, it's like pushing the Draugr away with my shield, like
Okay.
bashing him backwards,
Yeah, you
quietly
suddenly,
punching him so he stops moving.
yeah, as you sort of shuffle across, you see the Drago's about to break into vision, and you just quickly uh, wrestle it backwards, so you can make an athletics check
Oh, come on.
and test it to see which side you.
I'm proficient with athletics. I rolled natural 1.
Oh my gosh, are you kidding me?
I failed.
The dice does not want us to have a good conversation, like be persuasive with this frost giant.
Was that with the blaze?
Bless is. I have guidance, but bless is not affected. So I rolled a d4 from guidance, but yeah, I rolled natural 1 on the die.
Okay, well, yeah. So as you kind of hit him, you don't manage to push him backward, and the Draga is immediately as you kind of push up against him on the shield, he's gonna get an attack.
That's fine.
and misses. Yeah, so he's clawing at the shield, but you've kind of got him there, and he's just pushing against you, and you've just moved. You're still actually in view of the giant, but only just.
Yeah, like change the grip on my hammer, so I'm holding it near the top and just like smack him in the head a few times so he stops moving.
And while on the other side, the I mean, the other three elves have disappeared, but Camilla, are you approaching them? What is Camilla?
Yeah, you're also enough Eltrono, so
I'm one with the rock.
You're a little square with Ariana. Sorry, moves out of the way. But uh, yeah, you can make a stealth check to see if you are noticed there, Camilla. If you're still holding on to this drive.
Yes.
Yeah, you are one with the rock.
yeah. Ooh, I saw that one and then it went to a 9. Oh my gosh, that was so close.
And you can make your attack as well, go on. But yeah, it seems the elves have evaded detection so far.
Would it automatically? Yeah, it does the blind blast automatically. Okay. Of course, I fail.
Yeah, you kind of clatter off the helmet on its head, but it keeps writhing against you. But yeah, currently the two of you are just clashed there, and Svenja, they seem to be distracting the driver, and the giant seems focused on you. So what are you trying to say to it here? As you've got its consciousness for a moment.
So she's going to sort of bolster her communication with convey intention, just to sort of strongly channel the idea that we are not enemies. So safety, comfort to the giant, as she says that yes, Euron is back. Um, do giants, sorry, out of character, do giants believe in going to Valhalla after they die? What is their equivalent afterlife myth?
You can make a religion check to see if Svenja. To be
Let's do
perfectly
that.
honest, I'm not 100%.
16.
Okay, yeah, a 16. I'd say you could assume that this generation of giants probably does have some semblance of that, but they definitely don't go to Valhalla. They are enemies of the gods, the frost giants. Um,
Yep.
so, but you would know with that this giant, the fact that it is still alive, this is a creature known as a frostmourne. And when a frost giant is murdered in a dishonorable manner, maybe they're poisoned, stabbed in the back, or killed while they're sleeping, the slain giant can rise as a frostmourne, driven for vengeance. So it's like they do keep fighting beyond death, but they come back to the material realm as these things. So they can turn the living into frozen statues just to touch, or blast enemies with frigid wind, but they are creatures of vengeance, and uh, this, yeah, this definitely seems to have it out for the elves that it seems to hate.
Okay, so in I guess shit. You know, she will ask her who who do you seek vengeance against, and what what needs to be done to release you so that you can go to your final rest. So she's essentially trying to encourage the giant to allow us to send it back. What happens? So it the is it's not immortal. It just comes back as an undead until it either achieves its vengeance or it is killed. Is that kind of the broad idea here?
Yeah, I mean it's essentially an angry spirit that has it has unfinished business and it's come back for revenge. But when giants do it, they do it big. As the giant will gesture behind it to the three faces on the wall, and just say, "I seek the head of the elf that killed my kin, that left their faces here as, as decoration."
So how many thousands of years of legend now?
Do not know how long it has been, but
No, so do we have an idea of Euron, the Brodovik Euron, but this original legend, this is almost like a creation myth. We're talking centuries, if not millennia ago, that the elves allegedly stole the crown. Not the crown, the heart of the forge.
well, you know that Huron was Huron died about 100 years ago, and he came from Browder when the Frost Forge was active. So you know that the Frost Forge was active at least 100 years ago, and it was a surprise to Huron that the forge had been captured. So
Okay, fuck. So
there
the
are
elf,
many. Creation myth is more the whole mountain range. So there's a lot of
yeah.
giant history here and elven history, but the Frost Forge story specifically is a lot more recent.
Yeah, so the elf who did it might well still be alive, is essentially where this is
Yeah,
going.
from what Primey has told you, he was alive during that time.
It was him.
Not necessarily, but at least the elves that are traveling with you, other than Kamala, are probably old enough to have potentially taken part in such a thing. So
Fuck. Okay, so I need a bit of a mental pause here because right now, Svenja would turn around to the party and sort of whisper to them in common, "What the fuck now?" To sort of briefly say to him, "This it wants to revenge the elf. It's the elf that killed it and its family, or she wants to. So I'm not going to be able to convince it easily. I think right now. So what now? Do we want to fight there, or do we want to just say, "Hey, we're going to leave you. Sorry for interrupting, and if we see the elves, we will send them this way." Something like that. I don't know.
Trimer did mention that the dead elves you saw that were skeletons now, like, well, the elves that were here are dead and gone.
Mm,
yeah, I do have to ask, how are you communicating this? Because, like, I mean, obviously, you're welcome to talk out of character, but when Svenja looks behind her, she's not seeing any elves. She's seeing Gorm kind of like pushing up.
Trimer is
Jesus. Okay.
invisible and here
So you
what's
you
going
all
on.
just saw the giant and ran away whilst she was talking. That's what she's kind of thinking right now.
Uh,
Except for Gorms
yeah,
over there hitting something.
yeah, and
Fuck.
yeah, and I would say Trimer in and kind of like peeking through, seeing what's going on. So
You, you can actually just see Carmilla, like she might peek her head around the corner from where you are standing, Svenja. You can also see the Draugr that Gorm is fighting back, but the giant is blocked. The pillars are blocking.
so
Um,
So right now,
okay.
the giant is just seeking vengeance on the elves that killed Rickon.
Yeah. No, so I said there are a lot of dead elves outside the door. Um, I can bring in just skeletons essentially with armor and things. So are you sure? How do you know vengeance hasn't been taken for you? Actually, she's curious. So here's my challenge here. I need to go and fetch Megan, which means I go to voice only no map for the next 35 minutes or so. So I would Svenja would be curious to explore the story of Yoren, but she's also aware that this might not be appropriate time because we're sort of still poised on the edge of the giant losing her shit and hitting people with her axe. Does the rest of the party have a deep desire to? We're not really here to kill giants or giant ghosts, or are we? Gorm,
Well,
like
And not
this.
that I know
Gorm,
of,
what do I do?
unless there was a plan that wasn't here. But uh, yeah, does it say anything about the dead elves you mentioned?
Yeah, so she will say that there is a lot of dead elves outside this chamber, or undead elves that we had to kill to get here. So I think the elves that killed your kin have been defeated, maybe even by Yoren.
I have slain many elves myself, but none of them bear the golden mask. I must find her. I must find the one responsible.
hmm. uh, now that she's mentioning about this elf of the golden mask, and Triver knows who it is. So it's she was called look through my notes. Lorotax, that's what her name is, the first self of Rarania.
Yeah.
Okay, so thinking back on my knowledge, so what would I know of Lorotax? What was of her fate, like or rumored?
You can give me a history or a religion check.
Okay, history. Okay, come on, come on. Good rolls, good rolls.
Oh, ho, ho, ho.
Holy
Fuck yeah!
yeah!
Fuck yeah! Nat 20, Nat 20.
Now you have to suffer like the rest of us.
Well, you know what? With a nat 20, I think, Trime, you might have met Lorifax at some point in the past. Lorifax is the name of the first elf in Arania, and is a kind of mythical, like a legendary figure amongst elves, as the person who united the elves, and that in the War of Titans that you've been so interested in your life, Lorifax was like one of the leaders of these Titan armies. They fought back against the dragons with Titans, and it's like a lot of the world can sort of choking. Yeah, sorry. The Yeah, you would know that they they are considered to be um like the mother of all elves in this world, and probably good friends with Freya and like the any of the gods that are associated with the elves. You know that the elves in Arania that are like where all the elves got exiled to, they are the ones were that went against Lorifax. That those are like the anti-Lorifax elves, whereas here in Mordia, the elves worship them almost like a god, maybe more like a demigod. It's like a very historically famous figure, but someone that you yourself may have met like 100 years ago. Maybe they came to board of it when you were younger, um, and you would have met this legendary elf bearing the golden mask.
And right now, these masks in the room, are they carved right now, and they're carved into the wall?
You would actually, with that nat 20, you would know that those are what are known as death masks um in a place where Lorifax also had some influence, but in a place called Thega, far to the east, which is like the Greek kind of lands, um, that they make these golden death masks that they basically mold onto the face of a dead body to to capture their likeness forever, just like this is a real thing that people did. But these golden masks on the walls, they are massive, and you immediately get the impression that those are the death masks of giants forged in that gold. So yeah,
Oh,
like you
okay.
put
So
two and
uh, okay, so the masks in the room are death masks, and you said they were made in where?
so they weren't carved, they were poured onto the face of dead giants to create them, essentially, like the actual faces of that the giant that's talking to Svenja, the faces of her kin are mounted on the walls, um, and they were made after those giants were killed. So it's like this is if Lorifax made those, that's a real dick move. Like it's quite a like that's not part of giant culture. That's something that maybe the elves of Thega would do, but that would be a huge insult to their people to like put up these death masks in their own home.
Ah, okay. So right now, Trimer assumes either Lortax or the elves from Dagger did this.
Yeah, it seems from what the giant is saying that Lorifax is the elf in the golden mask, unless, like a golden mask isn't necessarily the most uncommon thing. It could have just been some random elf from Thega. But yeah, you get the impression it's talking about Lorifax, and uh, that is who may have shut the Frost Forge down 100 years ago.
Oh, okay. So it's confirmed that Lortax was the one who was here and fought and shut down the Frostforge.
I'm not confirming anything, but you could insinuate
It's
that,
like,
yeah.
oh, okay,
From what
just
you're saying.
assumptions. Okay. Okay. Hmm. Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's definitely the giant version of the story. The two stories we had, the giant version about the betrayal and the theft.
Yeah, the theft of the heart. Yeah. Yeah. And Trimer will do his best, like to kind of like whisper this knowledge while invisible, saying these things of basically what he thinks on what the Giants' perspective is and the disrespect of these masks and what they mean to her, on how it's an insult.
The giant sniffs at.
Oh, can I roll a stealth check?
Yes, please, with advantage for being invisible.
Okay. Oh. Yes, 20.
Okay, yeah. You see the giant kind of sniff and then like look down in your direction, Trymere, and then her eyes go back to Svenja as she must assume it's just another one of these memories washing over. Smell the blood of an elf, but my mind plays tricks on me.
Yep. So okay, so far we know that this frost giant is mad at Lortax and for slaying her kin and for what she perceives as her actions has caused the forge to shut down. So we know her perspective and her rage. And right now, yeah, and right now she's a undead and has some unfinished business.
Gorm is also still wrestling with the Draug, so while
Yeah.
we give Svenja a chance to come back, what what is happening there with Gorm and this Draug?
I'm using my shield to hold him back and the hammer to smack him until he stops moving.
Okay, let's make another attack roll and a contested athletics.
Okay, I won the athletics.
Okay, nice. So you are able to push him back a bit out of sight.
Yeah, I must say I'm feeling a little bit stumped here because I don't see a way that gets out of here without fighting the giant.
Maybe if we just leave. Is they okay?
Mm, yep. Yeah, I actually think that's. Let's just say to her, okay, we don't know of this Lorifax or where to find her. So we shall leave you as you had asked us. What are we missing in terms of actual treasures in the burial chamber here that we can use? Should we be greedy for a bit? Or we just. Can we take her?
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna not fight the boss monster and then try
Yeah.
loot the place. I will point out that it's kind of hard to tell on this map, but there is water surrounding the gray is water. That's the same sort of frigid frozen water that was coming through the waterfall before. So it's not very deep, but I will just point out, Kamala, like you're standing in in the water there. It may be frozen over a bit, but just bear that in mind. As also, Gorm, I've realized you kind of now you are within view of the giant. Like the pillar was only really just hiding it. So if you are moving it back, you are bringing it into view, but you've also managed to clock it on the head. So if you just want to keep beating it to try and finish it off,
Yeah, I would like that.
yeah. So you can make another attack roll if this high enough. Will
8.
Okay, that hits. Yeah. Okay, a 15. You managed to just smash his head to the wall and just uh, kill it there as the giant kind of looks towards you. And well, are you fully trying to kill it? I just remembered what happens when they don't.
Yeah.
Okay, then I
Oh.
need you to please make a Constitution save.
Yeah. Continue. $19.
That is a success. So you are you are not paralyzed by the explosion of ice as this creature detonates, but you will take half damage, which will be 14 points of damage.
And it's cold damage, so it's half again because he's resistant.
Maybe your shield thing can stop it again.
No, it's only for Dex, I believe.
Oh, you mentioned you're resistant to cold damage.
No,
Go-
he meant
right.
the shield master evasion.
Oh, okay.
No, it's make it dexterity here.
Yeah.
But so I'll take 7 damage.
Yeah, 7 damage. Nice. Cold resistance at least coming coming in, even if you don't fight the giant. Oh, but didn't it end? Didn't you end that spell to cast invisibility?
Oh, no, Gorn has natural
Yeah.
cold resistance.
Oh, right. I thought it was common. Yeah. So yeah, you take that 7 points as it explodes, and the giant, the head sort of whips towards you, and as you're standing in this little cloud of frost, you will also notice that the tunnels behind you do lead deeper into the mountains. These ones aren't caved in, but so there is a potential exit there on the bottom right.
Okay.
Okay, so I think Svenja will just sort of gently try and step away slowly from the giant and respectfully do whatever she can remember as an ancient greeting in the giant. May you be successful in your vengeance if you choose to continue, else may peace find you, something like that in giant. And so I'm not going to be able to do anything on the map for the next 20 minutes or so. So if you do theater of the mind.
Yeah. Oh wait, hold on. Trimer whispers. Wait, ask her about the mythical dragon. Say that we've heard that the mythical dragon. Like, does she know of a mythical dragon?
Okay. Let's assume that she hears Trymere.
Yeah, but he's whispering while invisible, so in confidence.
Do you remember anything about the mystical dragon?
Asking the giant.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry. There's a lot of background noise coming from yours.
Yeah.
It's hard to make out what to say. But the giant. Let's see. I'll give it a check actually to see as this thing is. Yeah, trying to have a conversation with the zombie.
Yeah, in the absence of speak with dead. So let me just step away from the bracket.
It is sentient. It can speak, but it does. You see, it says, the dragons. We sent our strongest to face them. They never returned.
I repeat that, DM. The background noise.
It says, the dragons we sent our strongest to face them, but they never returned. And she seems to be kind of lost a million miles away. Doesn't seem to reference anything about the mithril dragon specifically, but does clearly have memories of dragons. If this thing did die 100 years ago, it died right during battles between dragons and giants. So it's probably known many dragons. Well, I don't know if you can confirm that. She said that the people that went to go fight the dragons never came back. But and you know that one of those people was Hjorund, who clearly died and lost the fight eventually.
No, but he did slay a few of the dragons there.
Yeah, he's told you of the chromatic dragons that he fought with, and from what you could tell, it seems like the dragons that are in the mountains near Braudevik may be some of the survivors of those battles. But those are chromatic dragons, not. He's never mentioned anything about the mithril dragon. That the first you heard of that was when you arrived here.
Okay.
I mean, it is. They did say it's an ancient dragon, so you can make history checks if you want to see if you know anything about the sort of. You may have heard of this ancient dragon at some point. That goes for anyone who thinks they may have some knowledge of dragon lore.
Did someone say dragon?
Nope.
Look at that.
Oh my goodness, hilarious.
So yeah, Crimea, you don't. There shouldn't be any dragons in these mountains. But Carmilla, you know that you have heard stories of uh, metallic dragons and of several different kinds of dragons, but that uh, you know what mithril is as well. It's this very light metal that is probably a favorite, I imagine, of Camilla's. That seems like her kind of style, but at least for weapon making and things. But you know that this creature that they're talking about, if there really is a mithril dragon, it has to be the same one that you've heard of. Like there's not that many mithril dragons flying around, and you know that there was a story that your mother told from before you were born, that when the few stories she's told you about your father, um, she has mentioned a mithril dragon that was friends with your father, like very offhand, kind of in the stories that she's told. There's been so many, you don't know which are true and which are false. But if this is really the mithril dragon, kind of might make sense that it's the one who knew your dad.
That means I finally get a dragon mount. Yes. That's what you say.
Sven just growls at you like, hey, what am I? Chocolate? Yeah, we'll give. It's unfortunate to have the one who started the conversation have to leave halfway through, but I'm sure Svenja will be back in a moment. As I mean, what are you guys doing here? As this conversation is happening, and you're all still kind of hidden. Gorm, it doesn't seem to be attacking you. It doesn't seem to mind that you killed that Draug.
Yeah.
And yeah, from what the rest of you are hearing, it seems like it put these Draugr there itself by killing the living creatures.
we can do. I don't really know where that elf is, so we either go
Yeah.
back where we came from or delve deeper. There seems to be a path here.
Yeah, there does seem to be that there, which Crimea is curious about. Yeah, but anyway, Crimea is voting head further down. see where that's leading.
You'll notice none of the dwarves have followed you either. So
Yeah.
if you're going to try and sneak away without the giant noticing you, those are pretty much your two options: head deeper down the tunnels or back towards the dwarves. Sounds like we've got two votes for deeper down the tunnels.
I will add mine for down the tunnels if you can hear me.
Yep.
So, Carmilla, are you down for joining the tunnels? That will mean that you are going to have to cross that gap where the giant would be able to see you. You'd have to sneak across there somehow.
Yeah. Gotta wait for the giant to go back in prayer. Like turn around and be in prayer.
Just crawl along the roof. Giant would not be expecting to see owls on the roof. Sneakily.
Oh my god, that's a good idea. Wait. That won't work. Sven can't crawl across a room.
You can just leave him here and we'll pick him up later.
No, we are not leaving Sven. Sven is gonna come with me. But you have a good point. Just walk across the wall, since they would not expect an elf to walk on the walls.
I mean, it is directly behind Svenja in the direction that it's looking. So I'll say you can make a stealth check, but because you are dragging Sven with you, it'll be with disadvantage.
Nope.
Yes.
I got restore balance.
Yeah,
I
I
say-
knew it. I actually want to see, just for fun, to see like what it would have been.
Ooh.
Oh, that's actually good.
Um. Oh,
Yeah.
that would have been if it was disadvantage, it would have been seen.
Yeah, so the restore balance coming in clutch there is Trimia, what are you doing to kind of distract the giant just before it notices Carmilla crawling along the wall with her dragon?
I can't imagine what did man, it's hard to describe, but I can't
said,
imagine. Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say the ceilings and stuff are sort of crumbling in here as well. Like you just like dropping some stones around. You can affect the environment a little bit if you want, but yeah, just describe for me what you do to give her that just that little moment to get across.
Hmm. You know what? I think Timer is gonna kind of like make a bit echo in the chamber, saying kind of like making kind of like putting comfort in the Frostmourne, the Frost Giant female, saying like basically Hiorin lives, like basically the thought of Hiorin living and coming back to Brada, like putting comfort in the Frost Giant, like making it echo like Hiorin lives in Giant,
Okay.
like he is speaking Giant.
Yeah, you see its eyes kind of glance up and try and figure out where that might be coming from for a moment, and Carmilla slips across with the other two also, I assume, just going across invisibly.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, we'll ask Trymere to give me another stealth check with advantage to try and get across there, but that'll be for you and the other two elves.
Okay, so stealth check with advantage. Stealth advantage. Oh, yeah. There we go. 19.
Nice. Yeah, so you guys all managed to cross without the giant noticing, as Svenja is the last one standing in front of the giant as the rest of them head towards one of the tunnels. And it's still kind of kneeling down, looking towards you. Is there anything you're going to try and do to, I don't know, to wrap this up here, to go join the others? You've managed to avoid a
Yep.
battle, it seems.
How did it respond to the we will leave here, we'll leave you in peace should you choose to hang around for vengeance? Blessings be upon your quest if you wish to depart this plane. I didn't get the idea that she's going to give up on the vengeance idea, so she just say you've said we should not be here. I think we shall leave, or I shall leave, and back away slowly, in a sense. And again, the convey intention cantrip. I don't know if it actually has vocal somatic stuff, but she will again put a little bit of magic behind the edge and the charming in the voice to sort of persuade the giant to go back to her meditation.
Yeah, the giant will kind of take a step back up onto its feet and grip its axe and say, "Yes, I will have my vengeance. They will all pay." And as it takes a step back, you see its skin start to like dissipate as it turns into. It uses its blizzard escape, uh, where it turns into ice and snow and becomes this frozen wind that disappears into the caverns. You're not sure which way it went. Could have gone back towards the dwarves. You're not sure, but so long as it doesn't see an elf, you think it might be okay. But the giant does disappear as you guys make your way
Yeah.
down the next.
Oh,
Kind
wow.
of sad we didn't fight that. It sounded like an excellent boss design. So.
But it did create
Uh,
maybe some story opportunities for us down the line, right?
I'm sure we will have another opportunity to be killed by it. Sorry, to fight it.
Yeah, I mean, you're in a mountain range that is filled with ancient battlefields and like the ruins of these fallen giants and dragons and things. So yeah, chances that you'll come across another vengeful giant spirit are.
Yep.
Okay, so hang on.
Uh,
If we are pretty sure that she has left, which will be sort of an investigation check, I would like to actually go and check the statues and the masks and behind them, just in case.
Okay, well, I'm going to say you don't find any extra information because the scene is ending because you are leaving.
Okay.
So she's only kind of leaving as you guys go, but
Okay.
the you could tell the same thing that those were molded from actual faces. Those masks, they're not. It doesn't look like there was anything specifically magical about them, just that they were death masks of giants. I'm going to put you guys down. Oh, I need to make space.
yep. But, oh man, that makes me think. Oh no, if she left and seeking vengeance, I have a feeling that she might come across the settlement of Elves, the Trymere settlement. What is it called? looking. Oh yeah, bored of it. It's like, oh no. Hopefully she doesn't cause trouble and bored of it.
That would be a long journey, to be fair. There's like Browder is right outside. That's probably the closer threat. But yeah, there's a reason that the Elvish settlements are hidden away in the north.
Yep. And well, yeah, the only thing that will tick her off is if there are elves, he's gonna he's gonna attack. So yeah, right now there yeah, and especially that there are rarely any elves. Like there are elves around, but not so much. Yep. So can you move forward? Right now, Drymir and his elven friends are staying invisible. Like it's just to be sure, and letting everyone know that they are invisible.
Placing your tokens.
But yeah, that was interesting. We averted a boss fight, and I guess opened up some story opportunities down the line.
Hmm.
Okay.
But I can't imagine if the Frost Giant was that low health, it would have used the Blizzard Escape.
Yeah, could have been fun. As everyone being moved on to the next match.
Yep. Sorry if that action, like all that work, we're thinking of our abilities. I'm sorry if it disappointed you.
Oh no, it's cool. Look, that's as a DM, you've got to learn to accept that your players are going to ruin all your plans. That's all right. There's plenty more stuff in this mountain. Let me tell you. As you make your way into these tunnels, that it is cold, and they also seem like they are um like a little bit crumbly in places. There is definitely a danger of like cave-ins here. Seems like you've moved further into the mountain itself now. But the tunnels here seem more naturalistic. You're not in any of the ancient like elven rooms anymore. These just seem to be like maybe you'd be able to mine some of those ruins out of this rock, but this seems more like you're just in the mountain itself. There are cavernous walls, and yeah, stalactites hanging from the ceilings. It's You are in the mountain.
Hmm. Okay. And we see all this diverging paths, right?
You see three
Where we are.
paths ahead of you. There is, yeah, you can give me a perception check if you want to try and listen out or peer down one of them specifically,
Mm.
but they all look
I
pretty much the same.
Yeah. I actually want to use the magic item I got in the beginning. I joined as Trymir. The this one. This. Oh wait, hold on. Oh okay. Oh wait a minute. Oh okay. I see that. I see the scroll of mapping. It says, oh okay. So if I use it, it will consume the charge and the scroll will be destroyed. Hmm.
Wait, what?
Oh.
But that would just be default spell scroll. What just post it in the chat then.
Okay, yeah. There we go. Yep, so using action to read the scroll, you cause arcane script on the page, vanish, and become an inked map of the surrounding area. The map shows the area in a 1 mile radius centered on the point where you read the scroll and indicates both structures and topography by touching the map. Small light appears where indicating where you are, and using series of natural gestures when touching the page, you can cause the map to change its scale to display a portion of the area. Oh, okay, there you go, the scroll.
So it doesn't destroy it. It just where did you read that it destroys?
Oh, when I was attempting to use the charge, it said it says it's under consume. Oh, okay, it's under consumable. That's why. So I'll just
Yeah, if there's a
uncheck mark
checkbox
it.
to consume it, you can take that off.
Yeah, I'll just take out that check mark and do that. But yeah, that's what the description of scroll mapping does. So what does the map?
Specifically say it isn't destroyed when you use it. So, but it can't be used to create a different map. So you can only get it to make a map. But this is a great place to do because you'd be able to kind of map out the mountains and maybe even how big is the place? The mile, right? Yeah. So
Yeah, 1 mile radius.
you might actually be able to connect that map to the piece of the map that you already have with the what you were looking for.
Oh yeah.
Are you doing that?
Yes. Seems like a good place to use it.
Cool. So then, yeah, you can change the name of that item then to a map of Emir's Lash.
Oh, okay, neat.
Maybe just map of Browder and surrounds, because it's not Emir's Lash is much bigger than a mile.
Oh, okay.
But this is good. It would be a bit of a vertical map as well, as you get a couple of you may be able to find some hidden paths. One of the main things it tells you is where the structures are, and what you would be able to see as it is revealed on this map is the structure that you just walked out of. That is, you can see that there are some old elven structures buried there in the mountains, and you would be able to tell that in the cavern you've just walked into, there's probably a few layers of rock between you and there, but that basically at the top of this map there is a very large structure that it looks like some kind of a building, and then above that a cliff edge. So it seems like if you could get to the top of this map and like through these tunnels, you might be able to actually get outside, um, onto the side of the mountain and to some sort of old structure.
Yeah. Like yeah, Trimir will kind of share that. Well, you know what? At this point, he's gonna drop concentration on disability. Oh wait, hold on. Wait, wrong one.
Also say mechanically using that map while you're here, if you're making like a navigation check, it will give you advantage using that map. If it's somewhere you've been before, you can probably find your way back there without like it would be like a DC 5 on your navigation checks.
Yeah. Yep. So I should make my navigation rolls with advantage now.
Well, it depends. That's when you're trying to kind of lead the whole party somewhere. But right now, you're pretty sure that beyond these tunnels, there's like, from what you can see on, there's a building about 150 feet away from you.
Ooh,
But
okay.
it, from what you can see in front of you, is the side of a mountain at like 3 tunnels.
Okay, understood.
But yeah,
Alright.
then if anyone wants to make that perception check that I was asking for, you can do that.
Okay.
That's 18.
Okay, very nice. Yeah, Gorm and Carmilla, you both hear the chittering of voices coming from the tunnel that Trime is currently walking towards. You can hear some sounds sort of coming from that side of the tunnel and from this side of the tunnel. That it sounds like very small voices that seem to be speaking in a strange language, which actually Carmilla. Let me just double check. Yeah, Carmilla and Trimere would be the only ones that understand it, but Trimere, you've been making a map, and Carmilla, you can hear that there are some small voices speaking in Draconic nearby.
Avast, you spawn. Repel the invaders.
You hear one of the voices saying, "But where is he? He should have come back with us." Because I don't know, man. He's still back there. Oh, and they seem to be just above a whisper, but to the rest of you, it's just some draconic hissing. Kind of blends in with the caverns. It's just Camilla and Gorm hearing this, right?
Sounds like random chittering to me.
And so, Kamal, any how you want to act on it, or not? Just following, following this map.
We follow the map and just look out for like creatures in case. Well, in case we run across them, well, then we can deal with them then.
Yeah. Yep. And remember what Drain said. Basically, if tunnels are not made by a dwarf, but made by something else, probably a monster. And can we clearly see that these tunnels were not made by dwarves?
Yeah, these look more natural. The one to your left looks a little bit different. It looks like there are burn marks. You've seen some similar tunnels to that, though. It seems like a common feature around here, like something. Maybe there was some sort of volcanic activity in the tunnels, or something that has melted like through the ice to create some of the tunnels. But
Yep.
for the most part, yeah, looks like you're in a mountain. It's nothing too magical going.
All right. Yep. Tyra's just gonna continue to follow the map, and as you mentioned, like somewhere in the diagonal location this way.
Yeah, as you round the corner, you will also begin to hear those little draconic voices, and you can make a perception check. It is dark in here, but I believe the elves have dark vision.
Yes, that's correct. So perception check.
Yeah.
Ooh, 22.
Okay, yeah, you see two little kobolds that are standing like face to face with each other, but they seem panicked, and they're just going, "Oh, he's gonna die back there, man."
Yep, and they're speaking Draconic.
Yeah, which I believe Trimere and Camilla understand.
Yep. Oh, seeing them panicked, and Primer will speak in Draconic, saying, hello? Are you okay?" In Draconic.
They both turn around and look at you and go, and they both start scrambling to run away.
Yeah, Tyler once again speaks in Draconic, saying, "Hey, wait, we don't mean you any harm. We're just traveling through." I wonder, can I make some kind of persuasion or
Yeah, you can
or
make
no?
a persuasion
Or
check.
no? Okay, yep, persuasion. All right, I'm good at this, but let's see if my rolls do me well. Yeah, they do. 27.
They both kind of stop, and one of them looks back and goes, "Wait, you're not gonna hurt us?"
No, like primary continues speaking Draconic, like you kind of like ease them down. No, we're just scouring the ruins. As long as you're not hurting us, we won't hurt you. That's pretty much how it goes for us elves.
The two kobolds look at each other and they whisper something to each other, barely audible. If someone's trying to overhear it, you can give me a perception check, but they are trying to speak low.
19. Damn, my rolls are getting good this session.
Okay, yeah, 19. You overhear him going, "These ones would be a good gift, don't you think? Or they could help us save Freddy." Says, "All right, fine. Okay, Mr. Elf, sir, come right this way. We will take you to meet our leader. Sure,
Yep.
they would be happy to help you with whatever you need." And he says this in common this time.
Okay. Trimer enters closely, but I guess the two elves following him, saying, "Yes. Anyway, I saw he'll mention. Well, I also have good hearing, and sounds like you need help. You mentioned Freddy. He needs help."
Oh, you heard that? Yes. Well, are you? I mean, I suppose you seem pretty tough. Are you fighting elves?
Well, yes, we we were able to pass by a giant, so we know how to take care of ourselves.
Oh, well, we were trying to pass by a beast as well, but our friend didn't make it back with us, and we're a little worried he may have been trapped by one of those horrid creatures. And he looks kind of down the tunnel behind you. You're not sure if he's looking at the rest of your party or just gesturing to whatever horrid creatures he's talking about.
Okay.
I mean, I think it should be said that when anybody says, look at the horrid creature, Svenja sort of semi automatically turns to look at Camilla and then goes, ah, fuck, sorry, Camilla.
To be fair, that would make the most sense as
We
she's
need a
holding the
nose.
drow.
We need a Sven too.
Yes, that's partially why Camilla is a horrible creature.
I see not all of your friends have made it. I'm very sorry.
Oh yeah, and the kobolds are gesturing towards Sven, thinking, "Oh, I didn't make it." Is that what they're gesturing towards?
Camilla and Sven, you've got two dead elves in the party that they're just. Oh, very sad, very sad. Well, I mean, it doesn't seem like death stops you, so if you'd be willing to help us, we'd. Oh, you know what? And they kind of look at each other with this bit of a mischievous grin as they say, "If you help us, we can show you to a great treasure."
Hmm. Well, treasure is kind of what we're looking for, but well, honestly, anything.
So this
else.
is all in common now, is it?
Yes. In common, he's excitedly going, "Oh, trust me, it's more treasure than you've ever seen."
Svenja feels slightly suspicious, but
Yeah,
gets a 13 on her insight. It's not
yeah.
her strong
Honestly,
suit.
Yeah, Aussie try as well. Like he's kind of like deceiving them. Like, all right, he's into it, but he's cautious. Let me roll insight.
Yeah, I'll ask
He's
them
trying
if
to con the con man.
I'll ask them if they know of the kobold village to the east of Mordia.
Oh, they say, no, we do not associate with the Sauric tribe. They are uh, heathens. They worship the chromatic. We would never stoop so low.
Yes. Okay. Yes. Yes. So anyway, Timer will say, he'll speak in common now. Anyway, you mentioned that you wish to introduce us to your leader. See what basically what ails your people. It seems like you're struggling with something.
Well, if you're willing to help us, then perhaps you can meet our leader after. He's going to be very upset if Freddy doesn't come back.
Ah, okay, very well.
Yeah, we were just down those tunnels there, but we should warn you. I think the mummy's got babies, and they're very vicious.
Ah, okay. Creature. Are they creatures that made these tunnels, or were they seen naturally forming?
Yes, the tunnel makers. We call them the Remoras.
Understood. So, okay. Out of character. So they're mentioning that, like basically behind and to the left, that it appears their friend Freddy got napped by these creatures. That's what they're saying.
Yeah, they are sort of saying that the path to the left is where they had just come from, and that they came from there and left one of their little kobold friends behind. They don't know where he is, but they know that there are Remoras around that point, which they were warning you about.
Yep. Okay.
But yeah,
Yeah.
the way that they were leading you, it seems like there's more kobolds to the right hand side, and there's maybe one kobold on the left hand side, but probably something nastier as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. Trevor will turn to his group and say, "All right, I don't mind a little detour. You guys don't mind if we help these kobolds out?"
Sure.
All right. Yep. And so we gotta head back and yeah, and basically find where they came from and find Freddy and deal with these creatures. Heard that there was like a mother and eggs, so sounds like we're gonna be fighting some kind of creatures.
Not eggs, friend, babies, big ones
Oh,
too.
oh, babies. Oh, okay.
Never seen a Remoras before? You don't strike me as mountain folk.
Uh, no, that's why we're here. But but any creature deadly from the surface that we've handled in the surface should probably be as deadly here. But nonetheless, we can handle ourselves.
Well, we look forward to seeing it. Good luck. And uh, they kind of huddle up against the wall as they point down there, and yeah, Trymere, you can probably already see. I mean, I imagine Form as well. If you look
Yeah, I do.
down that hill, you see a creature that is kind of coiled up, and it it looks like some strange sort of centipede with almost like a cobra's neck. Can't remember what that's called now. But you can see it is curled up amongst the rock, and it seems to be sort of keeping to itself, maybe feeding on something. But you can see it just kind of writhing in.
Either?
Think so.
Okay, because I just heard someone exit and enter back in.
Discord just disconnected me randomly.
Ah,
Well, did you hear that last bit about the remoras?
That they're there and they're nimbling or something.
Yeah, that one seems kind of occupied, but at least it hasn't noticed you yet. But kobolds are warning you that that might just be one of the little ones.
okay. Understood.
Are there any signs of red?
Not from where you are standing.
That's fair.
I mean, you can give me another perception check if you want to try and see if that's what it's nibbling on, is a dead kobold. But apparently, yeah. Well, the
If I'm too
mysteries of-
far back, I'll move a bit forward to look around. Hopefully here is enough.
Okay. You take a look and you can tell that what the thing is eating is definitely not a kobold. You're not entirely sure what it is. It might just be munching on rocks. It's really hard to tell. It might be spinning a web or something. You're not entirely sure. I don't think you've seen these creatures before. But you would notice with that 26 that there is another one that is down, is similarly feeding in a little corner here. It seems like they have created these tunnels, and you can hear the same chittering, chewing. Oh, I got disconnected there. Did everyone hear me?
I heard
yeah.
it all.
Hearing noise.
Yeah, you hear the chittering noise below you, and you can tell that there is another one just around the corner. But you don't hear any signs of a kobold, or uh, yeah, you don't see any traces of a dead kobold either.
That's good, I want to think.
You can essentially tell if he is in here, he's probably somewhere up that way because,
Deeper.
or he's very well hidden in one of these little coves.
Well, let's deal with them. So,
I'll try to sneak up, see if he's up there.
And make a stealth check basically if you're moving past where Gorm is now, it will require a stealth check to not be noticed by the.
11.
Okay, well, not necessarily in that case. As Gorm starts making his way across, the one on the other side, like looks away from the thing it's eating, turns towards you and flares its neck as it lets out this horrible chittering sound. And we roll for initiative.
oh, all right. Let's do this. Initiative. Ah, what a tree again? I'm not rolling so hot on initiative.
Okay, is everyone rolled? Yeah.
Yep, 4 of us.
Lost my carousel again, but
They're actually left. Thank God.
so yeah, Svenja, we're going to start with you. Are you back on the maps yet?
Yes, I am. Sorry, I've been back for 10 minutes or 15 minutes or so, actually.
Okay, cool.
Damn,
So
that's not far enough. That's not. Wait. She will move closer and I think that's what she's going to do. Because I have no long range cantrip. How far is that? 20 feet. That's as far as she can go. And she'll take the dash action through to here. Kind of there-ish. And now I can see the others and I will tell everybody where they are. Okay, that's my turn.
okay, charging into as we go to Camilla. Wait, Camilla, just sorry, you don't have the protection from cold anymore.
No.
And bless, is that still on?
That wouldn't be up, presumably because it's a minute.
Yeah, no, that would be down by now.
Yeah,
Also
I'll
for
delete it.
Okay, cool. Yeah, just make sure to switch those off if you have them. Actually, I can
It's
do it.
killing time. Wait a second. Oh, wait. That's too far. Whoop, whoop, whoop. That I can reach.
Yep.
Oh, there's a third one there. Oh.
Fuck those ones. Phew. I have enough.
Okay, so you stab into this thing and it is going to just spray back at you this incredibly hot, like you're not sure if it's blood or steam or if there's lava coming out of this thing, but it burns you for 6 points of damage. Still, yeah, that is 6 points of fire damage to you there. A creature that touches it or hits it with a melee attack while within 5 feet of it takes that damage.
Oh.
So this thing is hot and has burnt you as you're attacking.
Well, too bad.
A bit more cautious on the second one, trying not to get burnt, but that third one hit. I believe. Do you think you take the damage if
It's listed as a feature. Is it? Does it has the uh, reactive?
it's not a reaction? It's just a if you hit it with a melee attack or touch it.
Then
within
it would be
5 feet.
each time you hit it because it's a feature. It's kind of like the barbarian rage.
Oh.
So then another 6 points of fire to you there.
Already applied, and then because I have the moment, just enough. Just away because I know those creatures. Fuck them.
Okay, Gorm, You see, your stealth has failed and battle has broken out. What do
I'll activate the Eye of Odin. And I'll use Silver Wheel Blade of Judgment. That's a lot of words. I'll target, let's see, 60 feet, right?
Yep,
Yeah.
60 feet.
So I'll target the confused one and the evil one. So that's the first attack.
Ah,
Force. And the second attack.
there we go.
That's better. Auto dies. 33 damage.
Jeez. Okay. Yeah, what does it look like? I mean, I think you're going through some of the cavern wall before you even hit that thing, but major damage.
I shoot a beam at one and miss, and then a beam at the other and hit. Yeah, I don't think the beam behind will not hit him, but that will be my turn.
Okay. Intense. Yeah, I mean that is. I think the flavor of that is meant to be. I know it says a beam, but it's like you're swinging your weapon and it's creating like a wave of, or like a beam of cutting energy as you're doing. But obviously you can flavor it however you like. Just that is a major thing to be using.
Yeah.
Quite difficult. It's trying.
Mm. Primary is going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah. Seeing all these creatures around, he wants to get them all in one place, but for now, he's actually going to use his action to. He's going to take the dodge action. So attacks against him at disadvantage, and yep, and that will actually be his turn. He wants these creatures to be grouped together. And as for his elven friends, I mentioned they get a turn.
I'm not sure who's controlling them, but I'll take it.
Yeah. I am controlling both of them. Yeah. So Finway is going to move 30 feet, or no, 25 feet here. And how far? Just 25. Okay, so or wait, he can move 30 feet here, and he's gonna throw javelins at this creature. So multi attack. So he can throw 2 javelins. Yep, hits. Oh, 12. And then second attack, range, javelin. Oh, hits. 7. And then next elf ally, Ariana, is gonna move 25 feet here. And she will use her bow. So multi-attack, a bow. 16. 8. And then another bow attack. Ooh, crit. Which will be 15.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
And
Ariana
that
is
is,
coming. showing your elvish archery skills there.
Yep, and that is his turn.
Okay, nice. That then takes us to the Remoras, as the one has just been peppered with arrows and javelins, and Trymere is trying to draw them into the middle of the room. And they are going to happily oblige as they rush towards Trymere. Oh wait, I think the speed is wrong. Pretty sure these guys are meant to have 40. No, maybe not. So the one can't quite get to you, but two of them are going to get attacks off again.
Okay. Yep, he's using the action to dodge.
And they are flanking to
So,
cancel
okay. Yep.
the dodge out. But 20 misses. Is that right? Is your standing AC 22?
Yeah, it's because of that martial feat I saw where unarmored AC where I can increase one of my ability checks by 1, which was charisma, and and since my charisma is max, and I can use my charisma mod in my unarmored bonus, and I have I have high stats. I actually have a dex bonus of +4, and then charisma +5, so AC 10, 4 + 5, 19. Then I have cloak of protection, which is me +1 to my AC 20. Wait, hold on. Let me double check. But oh yeah, the unarmored bonus. Instead of 10, it's actually 11 plus the bonuses, so it's actually 21. But wait, hold on. Let me see what the so for.
Well, I think there's also Svenja's thing that gives you a +1.
Oh yeah, +1. Oh yeah, then yeah, that's 22.
Good lord. Okay, so yeah, it misses you with the 20, and then the other one is going to also. Actually, this one just got critted by Ariana.
If thinkable, yeah.
Going for her. Still misses, but yeah, these things come out that are pissed. And they are now getting pretty close. As Svenja, we go to your turn.
Okay. Targeting that one.
Oh,
She's
my
going to go
bad.
for the.
Oh, why did it get all dark all of a sudden?
Nope, nope. Never mind.
Ignore everything.
Okay.
You saw nothing. It's Svenja's turn.
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so she is going to throw out the Devil's Dance Rapier.
Oh, and that works now, by the way. You can just click on the token and you should be able to roll from the Devil's Dance Rate.
Okay.
And it uses the same stats. I should have set that up long ago, but it should work.
Let's see. It attacks the one. It doesn't get flanking because of reasons, and it misses. And she is going to chuck her spear at the same one. Whoops, first attack.
Ooh.
Oh, yes. It does lots of damage, but not enough to kill it. That is spectacular.
Yeah, these things have high HP.
In fact, actually, I think it may have a resistant. Oh, it is immune to one of the damage types you just hit it with.
Jesus, 47 rolled, 17 applied. Holy shit.
So
Oh,
that you did 29 points of cold damage there, and it took none of it.
oh,
But the piercing all went through. But you have learned, even with the crit, you realize you're like, that should have frozen that thing to death for sure. But its body is just too hot, and it is immune to cold damage.
Yes, so the Ring of Frost would not have. Oh, so hang on a second. 1 per long rest. It must still do a Constitution saving throw, which it passes, else it would have been frozen in place. So did it automatically roll the? Is that the 19? It automatically rolled the
Yeah.
con save. Crap! They don't. Ice does not bother them. That's what she will say, and then
You-
she will.
You're now getting the impression these are the things that melted through the mountain.
oh. Now we understand why Carmilla said these things are annoying.
Oh, that's not it.
Oh,
Well, I think that takes us to Commander's turn. Unless there was something else there, Sven.
No, that was it for me. Does she want to do movement? Oh, that's why I'm not moving that token. I'm trying to move the wrong token. She will move, if I can do the selection, there just to give Trymere flanking of some sorts. That's me.
Okay, you'll have to go up. But there you're flanking, otherwise you're in its space.
oh my gosh.
Those are cursed. If it's a 5, then it's cursed.
I feel like she's trying really hard not to get burned as she's making these attacks, like not going as hardcore as she usually. But you get that hit in, and then it burns. Only 4 points that time. Fire damage.
Ah, now. Perfect. And away we go.
Okay. Sven's still just struggling, but you've got him all tied up. So Gorm, as she brings the drug over to you, what would you like?
I attack with the Kraken's Grasp.
Oh no, not the Kraken.
I'll aim for the evil one. It's evil, so it has to die. That makes complete sense.
Yeah, let's go fishing.
Let's see if it does the proper thing. Should be -2. Should be a straight +5. No, wait. No. Might be wrong, but let's see. Okay, it was correct. I hit him for some nice damage roll. 21 damage.
Ooh, nearly enough to finish it. Are there any extra effects from that?
Depends on is he large or smaller?
He is large.
Then
Wait, are they
he's
large or huge? Yeah, large.
yeah, large, so he's restrained by the Kraken's grasp. And as a bonus
Oh,
action,
wow.
I'll force him to make a save, a strength save of 15, or deal 2d6 damage to him as I squeeze him.
Is there what kind of damage is that?
It's bludgeoning.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah.
And you said what's it?
It's just let's see if it makes it properly. Let me just this.
Strength save.
It's a strength save DC 15.
Ooh,
Ah, just.
16.
And that's my turn.
But it still takes
Okay.
half damage. It says half damage on success.
Correct. Then I'll just roll the damage, and it should take half of that. So I'll 4 oh, okay, you should take heal for a bit more.
Yeah.
Take 4
Okay.
damage instead of 9. But he's no, he's just grappled, but he has disadvantage on checks to free itself.
Okay, amazing. So just grappled, not restrained.
Just grappled.
Okay, so you've got this thing hooked. Is it like you're casting this as like a fishing
Like
line tentacle?
yeah, it just turns it like the rod itself. It turns into a tentacle and just wraps around it, holding it.
Nice. Yeah, so that one is grabbed there as we go to Trymere.
Okay. Trymere what to do? He'll you know what? Since it's like with Svenja, he'll target that at the cowardly one, and he's gonna use shocking grass. It's a melee attack, so he's gonna be affected by the flame body. So shocking grass. So advantage. Hiya. Yep, it's lightning.
Nice.
12 lightning. Ooh, it's near dead. And Trymere takes the 2d6 fire from its ability.
Whoa.
Ooh, ouch. So 11. So 11, subtract. Yep, but since he targeted the cowardly one, he's going to move away from that, but avoiding the opportunity attack from the cowardly while still being close to this. And then that's his turn, but then Ariana will take her turn. She will strike down the one next to her with her greatsword. Ah, damn, that misses. But second attack, greatsword attack. Ah, damn it, these misses. Alright, but that's her turn. But Finway, his turn, is gonna attempt. He'll move here where Timer was, and he's gonna attack the cowardly one, but with advantage, thanks to flanking.
Nice.
Yep. Yeah. Nice, 16. Okay, so 9 fire damage.
Yeah, that is enough to kill it though.
Yep, and then he has his second attack still, so it's gonna target the one below. But regular roll. Ah, damn it. 10, not enough. He'll move around here, and yep, that's his turn.
Did Ariana attack?
Amazing.
Yeah, Ariana attacked the one, but missed twice.
She has 3 attacks.
Oh, she has 3 attacks. Wait, hold on, let me double check. Oh yeah, I forgot. Okay.
You can shoot an arrow
Yeah.
at the other one attack.
Okay, why not? I'll do she'll follow her longbow and attack the door. There we go.
Probably kill him.
7.
That does get it.
Huzzah!
So yeah, the elves teaming up for the finish. As axes and arrows go flying, and the crackle of that lightning energy from the shocking grasp dies down. These two are dead, and there is one more sort of rushing towards you. That you
Yep, that's a turn.
okay? At this point, you hear this the same sort of sound of these creatures as their feet like rumble along the ground, but you hear it sounds like either there's many more of them or they are much larger. As Gorm, you see a creature now racing around the corner and dashing in your direction as the big mama shows herself. There is a full Remoraz, an adult one that is rushing down the tunnel towards you as far as it can get with it. But uh, then the smaller one is going to rush in and go for. Okay, I'm going top to bottom. Gonna roll the 3. Okay, it's going for Finway. As he's right.
Oh, ouch. Oh, damn, 20.
Damn, Finway's a fucking unit. Got how much health he has. But yeah, this thing bites down into him with these like giant black eyes just staring down into him as it burns him, and we go on to Svenja at the top of the round.
I cannot see the mommy yet, so I don't know if she exists. So
Oh, you can hear her. She's coming from behind you.
we shall deal with our young friend here. The rapier doesn't get advantage. No, it just does normal rolls. Damage, normal. Barely injured, and Svenja will also attack it with we know the cold damage does not stick, so
Vicious Mockery. I mean, it does have one attack per turn, so it'd be good to have it miss.
Does Vicious Mockery have a intelligence requirement?
I heard that as long as it hears you, it doesn't need to understand your words. It actually has to yeah, go check it, the description.
that does a wisdom saving throw. Yeah, what? It does shit damage though.
So, creature you can see with range. If the card can hear you, though it need not understand you. Oh, okay. You gotta be kidding me.
Fuck. Okay.
It does, however,
Is
turn away from Finway as that happens and turn towards you. It looks offended, but not hurt.
That's okay. I have offended many people, so. And that is our turn.
Hey, Pamela.
It's time. Yes. It's time to meet the mother.
It's 10 points of fire damage to you there as it takes that 8 points of damage.
It's
damn.
fine.
It's gonna do more damage to you than than you are to it.
It's fine. We'll die in time.
Oh, but you are cautious. The dice are telling you you're cautious.
Of course.
Okay, yeah, that it burns worse than the others, but you managed to piss it off at least.
It's tactical retreat.
Nice, Storm. You also see this coming, Bonita.
It's quite a pickle. So I guess that I will have to hold the line with my trusty spell. Oh, accidentally turned myself. It doesn't look devilish, so I will go with Shield of Faith. I think right here. And I'll smack it with my rod. That sounded wrong, but that's what's going on. I hit for 24 damage. No, 20 damage, sorry. And it looks bigger than the others, so we'll assume it's bigger than large.
Yeah, this one is huge.
Then it
Least,
just takes the
and
damage when he's not grappled.
sorry, that was 20 damage, right?
Correct.
Correct. Target. Cool.
And
Okay, yeah.
that's me.
You guys can see Gorm fighting something over there, and Trymere will go to you in the hill.
Carver is gonna actually go to where. Wait, can he go where Gorm is? Yeah, kind of like see what he's up against. He'll move 25 meter. And it's like,
That will
oh, that's big.
That will just provoke an attack.
Oh, the creature has reach.
You are just passing through on one of the.
Where?
You're just touching the corner.
Oh,
That's through a wall. But
okay.
otherwise, I don't know, you can move it again and show me how you're avoiding.
Okay,
the path.
like right there. Is that fine?
Yeah, I mean you sort of going through a wall, but yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
My bad. I set the wall up there.
Yep. Okay. Yep. I know that's big. What to do? We know that their cold doesn't affect them, and And I assume fire doesn't affect them either because of how they have like this fire like blood.
Yeah, but their body is hot. That's why it's already so hot that the ice doesn't affect it, and yeah, that's probably a good assumption.
Yeah. Hmm. No, why not? He's gonna cast lightning bolt. So placing the measure. Okay. Oh, okay. Swing around. Okay, there we go. Yep, just hitting it. So he needs to make a dex save. Oh no!
Oh my god.
Damn it! It's only 13 lightning damage.
Or you hear a small squeal come from the behind the creature somewhere in the tunnel. But
Oh no!
you didn't hit him, but you do hear the voice of a kobold from deeper in that cavern as the lightning, the sound of thunder sort of pulls that cavern, and yeah, he takes half damage, but he does take the damage.
I can't blame the guy. Just random lightning shoots right next to him. It makes sense to be scared.
Okay, yep.
Like, finally, the beast is left. Oh my god!
Yep. Alright, it is now Primer's companion. I'm gonna go with Finway, and he does not care about this fiery blood or some kind in his body, but he's gonna attack with his great axe and with
Is it
advantage
defensive?
because of yep,
Nice.
nice. Hiya. Yep, 16. And then 6 fire. Uh 6 and then second attack. Nice. It hits. For another 60. Oh, and another 6 fire damage. Finway, then Ariana. Yeah, it's up close, so she's forced uh to be in melee range. So multi attack with great sword. So advantage hits. Okay, so 8 fire for Ariana. Then next great sword attack roll. Yep, hits. There you go, 14. Oh, another 8. Oh, yep, 15 hits. 8. Oh, damn. Wow, 8 fire damage again. Damn, a lot of 8s from this heated body.
Okay, yeah. So this thing, the elves are teaming up to cut this thing down. Not enough to kill it, but bringing it close to death. It is, yeah, it's not looking good. They're slicing off bits and pieces and getting burnt in the process, but it is seemingly worth it. Is that going to be the elves?
Yep.
Okay. Then Big Mama's going to go for Gorm here as it keeps moving, and it makes a bite.
Please miss.
Oh, it has a high.
Yes.
Oh,
No idea what she rolled, but she missed. That's what's important.
That was a 15. I rolled bad, and that is good. It does.
well,
Oh, this one does have reach. Okay, so good to know. But that's all it can do. One attack. You don't want this thing to. But then the little one is going to fight back. It did get. It's getting whomped, but it was Svenja that taunted. So it is going to try and bite.
No, not Svenja.
Oh, it's a 20 to hit. You are muted. I'm not sure if you've got any react.
Sorry. Cutting words.
Okay. Gotta roll a 4 or higher. Or wait, a 5 or higher. If... Oh, yes!
Oh, okay. So that brings it to a miss.
Yep.
Very. As we then come to the top of the round, I know we're going a little bit over, but
Yeah,
I feel like this is a one round death kind of fight, at least to beat this little. Are you-
Doing the devil's dance rapier again. Still doesn't get advantage, does it? Come, roll nicely and.
Oh, wait, does a 14 hit? You didn't target it.
I thought I had a target. I must have unselected.
Yep.
I re-roll that, or does a 14 hit it?
14 would hit, but do please just target it and re-roll. I'm sure you'll hit again.
We'll see. Yep, oh, yep.
Okay, and damage normal.
Okay.
It's still not down.
Another hit like that, it won't be able to take. So let's see.
Vicious mockery. Vicious mockery. You believe and it will work.
Yeah, insulted to death.
It works in the Marvel campaign. It has to work here. It will roll
Yeah.
low.
Yeah, and it needed to roll a 16 or higher. It has a 5%, or wait, 20% chance to succeed.
Okay. Let's see.
There we go.
Oh.
I mean, it's not enough to kill it, but it does. What are you doing to like basically set it up for Kamala to kill it? I'm thinking.
She's going to do sort of a mimicry of the sounds that it's been making, but somehow conveying to it that it sounds like a weak little worm. So I don't know if that's within her. Let's just roll a performance check just to make that.
Yeah, but you can roll performance to see how good this is, but it is going to be effective. Oh yeah. So you kind of draw this thing in almost like a bit of a snake charmer as you kind of draw its attention and then just crush its will as you see it fold back those the sort of spines along its neck as it just recoils in like shame and embarrassment and reveals the weak point on its neck.
Go for it, Kamala.
Then we go to you as it is distracted and I'll say even if you don't have exactly the flanking, you'll have advantage on this.
Yes. Wait a second.
Advantage.
I know that. It's dead. We won.
Camilla
Except for the
just
big mommy.
slices the head off, and the body coils down to the floor. You are still going to take the fire damage from it, but yeah, you can continue your. Oof, 11
Oh,
points of
ouch.
fire
Oh,
damage again.
Bad. Have a plan.
Just bathing in the spray of the blood like she usually does, and then like, oh shit, hold on, that's really.
Face is no longer pale.
It's time.
Fate every turn.
oh.
Right, my friends, goodbye.
Oh my gosh.
Nice.
I wonder, can you use it again next turn?
Oh, this is you're using vampire. I think that you only get that like once a week or something, don't you? It's like,
damn it.
It's once something. I've not checked.
It says 3 attacks.
Yeah, you
It
made
it is the other one. It's not the feature. Do not confuse it with.
Yeah, but Camilla, could you not have moved behind it and get advantage on the attack?
yeah, it is. It's 3 attacks.
And yeah, you could move there. You literally appear in a place 4 times your movement distance.
Yeah, so you can reroll that with the.
I just about have the movement.
Yeah, but still, I mean, that thing lets you.
Oh my god!
Look at the dice. It doesn't care.
Okay,
Yeah,
so the first
Four,
one,
yeah.
not so much, but 2 more attacks.
Yep, with advantage.
Hmm?
You get 3 attacks.
Yeah. That would then bring it to 1. Unless, wait, does this have 3?
It's just 3
Yeah,
attacks.
Say
that's
Yeah.
the
three.
ability. The ability, you make 3 unarmed or melee weapon attacks. On a hit, you deal your unarmed or weapon damage, plus 66 necrotic damage, and the target creature loses 10 feet of movement for every hit that lands.
Oh, perfect. Let's just use this one to roll it then. Yeah, unless it succeeds. Yes.
Okay, very nice. That's 24. You do take 14 points of fire damage as that attack lands.
That's not good.
It's fine.
But then you have
Come on,
one more
Come
attack.
on, crit. Hit with advantage. Come on, crit it. Dice. Be with
Yeah.
it, Camilla.
Well, I just need to. Let's see what it does. Oh, perfect. It makes another one, yes.
Oh, come on, that's wanted the crit, but that is
Oh,
another 13 fire damage to you there. But the creature, yeah, what does this look like as she goes into a full vampire mode?
It's just like starting to just bite down and like its tail's just nom 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 nom. Just starting to perforate like its tail.
yeah. Like you're just. It's like you're drinking very hot, like a very hot drink, like very hot coffee or very hot tea.
Yeah, this thing is screeching out in pain and just writhing as there's all these new holes that have been poked in it. But when Camilla reappears, she's just like, I just burnt her tongue. It's like this thing is definitely taken by surprise.
Yeah, Carmilla is down. I think she is.
I don't think so, since the piercing damage will be returned to me as healing.
Ah,
Oh,
Then are you or not? So until the group.
with the
Either way, I'll
piercing.
attack with.
What piercing damage? It does necrotic.
No, the unarmed is piercing probably.
Oh yeah, you're supposed to do your weapon damage on top of those, so you can just roll your weapon damage twice, and we'll add it for those 2 hits.
She did it on the first one.
Oh,
I
Not on the
don't
second
think
one.
so.
It says plus 1d4.
Oh, that's 1d4 is from the psychic one. It comes from
Okay.
another feature.
Got it.
so yeah, whichever weapons you were using.
Wait, why did it use a d20 when I asked it for it not? I don't care.
It was trying to attack. It's fine. You should be able to roll the damage anyway.
yeah, roll the damage.
Okay, so
Ooh.
that's 6 that you'll be getting back so far, and then 1 more.
And come on, give me. Da. So. Perfect. Ah, that's why. Now look at something that hits.
What the heck is that?
That is what
Before
happens when when you make sure stuff.
Okay.
Okay, Camilla. I will not risk another chakra ability, or else I'll be screwed. So I'll use the all reliable spell, which definitely always hit. No questions asked. Sacred Flame. Always works, guaranteed.
Yep.
Whole
it does.
7 damage. Look at that.
Fake it till you make it. Like,
And that's me.
okay. This thing is burning in holy fire over all of its new bite wounds and slash marks. Trymere, we go to you.
Okay. Trymere, right now he doesn't have any spells. Like he doesn't want to waste more spells, so he's actually gonna throw his dagger. He's like, chuck it. He's gonna throw it, and it hits. Yeah, hey, for nope 6. So just a dagger just sticking out of it.
Let's go.
Yep. So then
Yeah,
we go
that's
to
not bad.
Yeah, I
Yep,
have
we go
control
to
over
the
Ariana
Elson.
if you want me to control one of them.
Yeah, actually, if 2 of you can control, I'd rather do that than have one person be controlling 3 separate characters.
I'll
Okay.
control over Ariana. She will shoot arrows.
Okay. Oh, before you do, Finway will use his action battle cry so that each creature within 30 feet will gain advantage on their attack rolls until the end, until the start of Roar Chief's next turn, until his next turn. So, so you can go ahead and make those 3 longbows with advantage.
You also have an attack as a bonus action.
Oh yes.
That's a 1. That's a 2. That's a 3.
Yep. Then Finway with the javelin. Oh, 17. Ooh, 12. Yep. Oh, and that is his turn. Yep. So all the elves are just like chucking their weapons, like a dagger from Trymere, arrows from Ariana, and then the javelin from Finway.
Bring it on.
Should it go for Carmilla after that attack? Mm. Are you trying to taunt it there?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're actively
Want me to
trying to
roll?
draw its attention, yeah, it is turning in that direction after getting the hail of arrows, and so it's going for.
Oh no.
Let's see if I can reduce the hit.
That-
Let me just
No.
make sure getting damage from this one. -2 to
Oh.
hit. So
Fucking hell.
What
nice.
is the total?
This brings it to 21.
Yay!
Oh!
Just
Holy
enough.
crap!
Close
God
one.
damn it! I don't think I've hit anyone.
You did.
Okay,
You hit
so
Finway.
You don't have to. You're passively hitting while we're hitting it.
I know that's the only way I can deal any damage because 22.
Do you want to
AC.
borrow Akram? He scares even level 20 characters. Not 20s, but 12 characters.
Yeah, the big scary thing is that these things can swallow you, so it has to get you with a bite before it can really get crazy. But yeah, it goes for Gorm, and yeah, your blood curse. What does it look like as I move us to the top of the round? And how do you stop this thing from biting down?
He like goes for a bite, and my eyes like go red for a moment instead of blue from the Odin's eyes. And his eyes, and as he's about to bite, his eyes like go like white, and he goes blind for a moment, and he just barely misses.
Nice. Svenja, you see this happening, and the creature just go barreling past Gorm in its bite attack. It's like
The
you've got
fire.
advantage on. Yeah.
Sorry, the fire retaliation attack, is that just for melee or range as well?
Only melee.
From what we saw, it was only melee. When Ariana shot
Yeah.
arrows, he didn't get damaged.
Yep.
You've got to be
She
within
is
5 feet of it. I will say it's not necessarily just melee; it's being close. And if you've got something with
okay.
reach, you might be able to avoid.
So she's going to firstly attack it with the Devil's Dance rapier.
Yep. As I think it has. Oh, never mind.
Damage normal. And oh, you know what? That's actually psychic damage. I'm confused here. So and flick out of her hand the sort of illusionary daggers, the Loki's flick daggers.
Yep. You have advantage thanks
Not on a
to.
ranged spell attack.
Oh no. Oh really? Oh okay. Wait, hold on. Let me see. Double check. I use Battle Cry for Finway. Let me see. Each creature towards your choice has it's advantage on attack rolls, so it doesn't necessarily mean weapon or spell attacks. It says all attack rolls.
Okay,
You would have
if I
advantage with
re-roll
the
it.
flick.
Okay, so the first illusionary dagger does. Oh, okay, second one.
Okay, now hold on. You double. You did the damage multiple times on. So the Devil's Dance rapier hit and did
6
some
points.
damage
6.
there. And then the Loki's dagger, how many did you throw?
2.
Oh, okay. So it was 10 on the first and 7 on the second. Is that right? Or 8 on
No. The first one missed, and the second one hit with a 20 and did 8 damage. So it took 14 damage in total. Oh,
Okay, no, then it did some extra damage, so it's not quite dead.
yeah. Okay.
It'll be Carmela's turn.
Carmela, it's yours.
Yeah. All right. Yep. I say bite on it. Bite and suck its blood.
Blood for the blood god.
Attacks and dies.
Oh. See, yes, we have the means.
Oh, okay, hold on. It's not quite dead. That means you're gonna take that damage one last.
I know.
Well, I suppose not one last time. It might. 10 points fire on that one. She's still up.
Ow. Not risk it. No.
Yeah. Bite. No.
Does it not have that? Should
Come on,
have
let
it
me crit
maybe.
dice.
Did they
Got
remove?
advantage.
Yeah. I'm just looking for it. Should be. Well, let me just see. Where is it? It's vanished. We just. Wrong button. It cannot.
You're
They
flanking
used-
with me.
Yeah, I know. It's just. I cannot find the option on it.
Okay, so a 24 to hit for 5 piercing damage is just enough to kill it. Had 5 hit points left, as it does 12 points of fire damage to you in return, which I believe will be enough to take you down as well.
She heals because of the bite.
Yes.
So yes, and I'm so sad that it's not 1 HP because that would be like the ultimate one. So I get a snack, and I think that would also get me well fed.
What is it, CR?
It absolutely will. That is a CR11 creature. So, what does it look like, Kamala? Describe your killing blow as you feed upon this creature and bring it down despite its horrible burning body.
I'm just like so tired of it. And I'm just like ignoring the burning. It's like you just see like burning, like burn scars starting like forming at the mouth, and it's like, don't care. Just keep drinking until it stops moving, and then I let go.
And with that, the face of a small but terrified kobold peeks his head around the corner just to see this vampire like standing up off of the corpse underneath it, and uh, he sees his friends on the other side that are excitedly waving to him, and he will chirp in Draconic a bunch of thankful, uh, like worried but thankful cries as our session comes to a close.